This song is so good. Okay, and welcome everybody to Find Love or Die Trying. Trying to do like an announcer kind of thing, you know? but man, I downloaded this game a while ago. It's a free game on Steam. And what better time to play than Valentine's Day? Man, this song. Ba, ba, ba. Ah, it's so good. Okay. But I have never played. I know barely anything about it. Let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm assuming maybe there's going to be a lot of reading. I don't think there's voice acting. Oh! Episode 1, plot. It is very Persona 5 style. Or even like a mix of Persona 5 and Persona 4 with the TVs and stuff. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played Persona 5. Does it have TVs and stuff in it? I don't remember. Zzz. Hey, don't just lie there. Get up. Just 5 more minutes. You're the star of the show. You can't just sleep through it. Watch me. Zzz. Oh, that's how you want to play? Ah! Ow. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. Ow, ow, ow. Did you just hit me? Nah, I just got here. I just chased off the person who hit you. Sure, makes sense. Really, you should be thanking me. I'm pretty sure that was you. What's with that look on your... Ow! Again? We're back asleep. Ah, damn it. Now we're right back where we started. Again? Jeez, you're gonna give me brain damage, lady. Did you just hit me? Wait, didn't this just happen? Yes, it did. Of course not. There's no way I'd hit you twice. No, you hit me 3 times. Anyway, what was your name again? Oh, my name's... I can't remember my name. Wait, what? I swear I didn't even hit you that hard. So you did hit me. That's not important. Try to remember. If you can't remember anything, we're both going to be in big trouble. Why is that? We can talk about it. We can talk about why after. What was your name? It's... Oh, do I just enter? No, not enter? Okay, there we go. And my pronoun is... he. My name is Natsu. Can't remember anything else, though. Wow, I should try hitting my accountant sometime. I don't think that's good. Do you remember, where we are? What you're doing here? No, I can't remember a thing. Everything's so foggy. Alright, I can give you the rundown. You're on a reality TV show called Find Love or Die Trying. Though we just call it Find Love for the uninformed. What? Excuse me? Uninformed? I'm the producer. The name's Kat. Hello, Kat. I was just playing your game the other day. The premise is that you, the suitor, are living with 5 beautiful women, and one of them is your soulmate. I haven't even met them yet. How would you know one of them is my soulmate? That's just how it is. Welcome to reality TV. You'll get to know the 2 girl... Oh, wait. You'll get to know 2 girl... Wait, Jesus, I can't. You'll get to know 2 of the girls over the next 6 days. Over 3 dates with each of them. Then on the 7th day, you'll have to ask one of them to marry you at the final ceremony. That seems straightforward enough to me. Not so fast, partner. The girl you choose will be given a choice, whether or not they accept your proposal. If she says yes, you 2 will get to fade off into the sunset in a gold-plated yacht on the last day. That sounds fun. Happily ever after forever. Except without the yacht. It's a loner? Okay. Well, we don't get a yacht then. If she says no, well, we're going to have to kill you. Excuse me? It's very straightforward. What? Killed? You're joking, right? Oh, Damien? Now that's the reaction I wanted to see. Hello? Really, you look like I just took a shit in your cereal. What's going on? Who are you? Oh, where are my manners? The name's Damien. Damien Black. He looks like Grell. I'm the CEO of Royal Black Media, the biggest network for battle royale games on the planet. What? Okay. Battle royale games like computer games? You've been living under a rock? Okay. Real people killing each other is in this season. Huh. Okay. Well, was in this season. I swear, I put in hard and honest work into making top-of-the-line killing shows. And what do I get for it? We're trying a new kind of killing game, spicing a little romance on top for the people who fart dreams and bake cakes out of rainbows. That's where you come in. And hey, it's not a bad deal. You might find love, or die. Whatever. Just put on a good show for me, A1, who are you? Why are you here? Excuse me, Mr. Black. What is it, one? We're missing one of the aerial cameras for the backfield. Well, that's my cue. The intern ain't gonna shoot himself. Give him hell, Kit Kat. You don't need to tell me twice. Well then. So, this, like, the story-wise, this feels very Persona. Like, it's been a while since I played Persona 4, but isn't that kind of a similar thing in that? I don't remember. Look, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm getting out of here. For starters, I can barely remember my own name, let alone if I already have a partner. If that's what you're worried about, you didn't. And not for a lack of trying. How would you know that? Look, you don't have a choice. Damien will kill you if you try to escape, or if you tell any of the girls about the truth behind the show. Girls don't know? They have no idea that your life is in danger. They just think it's a regular dating show about finding your soulmate, called Find Love. If you tell any of them the truth, you won't just get yourself killed, you'll get them killed as well. How could you? I don't make the rules, Natsu. I'm sorry. Really, you're a pretty serious person, Natsu. Most people would be a little happier to hear that they're alone in paradise with 5 beautiful women. If the outcome wasn't death! What's there to worry about? Oh, you know, the whole getting executed thing if a girl I ask says no. The little bit with not remembering who the hell I am. How about this? I need my show to be successful and run according to plan. And you want your memories back, and presumably to leave this show alive. That depends on what the memories are, but yes. If you'll be a good suitor for my show, I'll help you get your memories back. It's really not a bad deal. Most people would kill for a chance like this. Okay. Seriously, all you have to do is get to know 5 lovely women and ask one out. I'll be with you every step of the way, off camera. Before you know it, I'm sure you'll be having lots of fun. Well, my strategy would be just whichever one of them likes me is the one that I would ask at the end. Who knows? You may even fall in love. You wouldn't be the first. Is this like season 5 or something? But if you survive the whole show, I promise that I'll tell you everything you want to know. Pinky promise. How does that sound? I guess I gotta go along with it. Don't have much of a choice. That's the spirit, sugar. Who knows? You might even be thanking me for this one day. We'll see about that. Trust me, I'll make sure this show will be the best time of your life. It'll be so great that everything after will feel like a disappointment. That's a depressing way to look at it. What if I end up with one of the girls after the show? Anyway, without further ado, let's get started with the show. Follow me. I'll take you to where you'll meet our lovely contestants. Remember, you can't tell anyone the truth about this dating game. No matter what, just smile. Got it? Got it. We stepped out of the bar together. I didn't realize it at first, but it was a bar in a small airplane. I guess I must have flown here. We walked until we saw a mansion in the distance. Ooh, nice place. It's huge. Can't imagine how expensive this place is. You'd be surprised. Since we're all the way in some forgotten corner of New Asia, The land comes pretty cheap. New Asia. Have you never read the news in the past decade? Memory loss, remember? Right. Well, I sure hope you haven't forgotten how to talk to girls. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're starting already? Not quite. To give the world top tier enjoyment. Oh my god, it's Team Rocket. To protect our ass from unemployment. To make the world believe in fate and love. We work like slaves for the shills above. We're the Brothers 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prepare to get the set ready. I want to start filming yesterday. Oh. I guess we're not important enough to finish our intros. Oh, I wanted to hear it. Whose idea was it to work in the TV industry anyways? This wouldn't have happened if we just decided to be accountants. Wait by the mansion doors and thank me later. It's showtime, people. Let's get to work. I walk to the doors. Can you hear me? Wait, what? Cross the... Okay, so I guess it's like an intercom thing. I thought it might have been like an earpiece or something. But I guess not. I wasn't kidding when I said I'd be with you every step of the way. As long as you're on this island, I'll be able to see, hear, and even talk to you. Just think of me as a cuter and sexier big brother. That's kind of a weird way to word it. That doesn't sound nearly as good as you think it does. Hey, how else could we film the show? You really want to meet the love of your life with a camera sticking out of your head? Good point. Anyway, head on into the mansion already and go meet the girls. I recommend checking out the library, the kitchen, the game room, and the backyard. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. From here on out, the cameras are rolling. Don't be stupid. I'll see you later, sweet cheeks. Cat out. Alright. I'm finally here. There's only one thing left to do. Open the door. Anybody home? Hello? Hey, what's up? Whoa, didn't see you there. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, it's really you, Natsu. That's me. How did you know my name? It hasn't been that long, has it? Oh no. Wait, do the girls all know me? Me, Yui Fushikawa. We went to the same high school way back. Come again? Eesh, you haven't changed one bit. Always forgetting everything important. Wait, calm down. I know how it sounds, but I've got amnesia. You don't expect me to believe that, do you? You can't lie to your student council president. That's perjury. It's true, really. I wouldn't lie about this. You really can't remember anything? Really, I wouldn't joke about this, promise. Oh. I can't believe you forgot. On second thought, that may be a good thing. How on earth could it be good to forget everything? You know, moving on from the past is the best way to live and all that. Everyone has things from high school they'd rather forget, right? Haha. She must have done something quite embarrassing. It's good to see you, Natsu. You haven't changed. It feels just like when we used to fool around back then. Fool around in like a family-friendly sort of way. Pinky promise. It's good to see you too, Yui. What brings you out here? Oh, you know. To be honest, dating apps and shows and all of that really aren't my thing. But I saw that you were. Did you join just to, like, try to get with me? That's good to know. I guess I should probably go ahead and save. Okay. That's good to know. She seems to be already into me even before the show started. So maybe my strategy of asking the girl that already likes me out might work. What do you make me say? Besides that, welcome to the mansion. Although with a game being like specifically made to like this, I imagine that they will expect me to do that and therefore have the girl say no. I don't know if they would, like, I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll wait and see how things pan out. I'll spare you from embarrassing yourself, asking me and show you where my room is. Ah, wait a second. I haven't cleaned it up yet. Okay, bye-bye. Somehow I get the sense that this has happened before. I guess I'll see you later. I should get back to exploring the house. Where to next? Let's go to the game room! Hello. As I walked into the game... Dude, can you, like, quiet with the controller? You are going nuts. What game are you playing? Gosh. My eyes were drawn to a girl playing on a handheld game device. She looked deep in thought as her fingers moved and pressed buttons at lightning speed. New high score. Aw, man, it's a shame I can't submit it. Oh, sup, dude. Tara. Do you know what happened to the internet? What? Ever since I came onto this island, I haven't been able to get any signal at all. It's probably intentional so that I don't call for help. I'm literally going to die at this rate. You okay? Tell my followers they were the best. Blech. What does a person even do in this situation? Are you okay? No worries, Natsu. I'll be fine. Oh, hey Kat, what's up? We had to turn off all the internet to make sure no spoilers for the show get out. Yeah, spoilers. Sure. Tara's just a bit overdramatic about it. You'll get used to it. Yo, you tell me of being overdramatic when you literally sent us back into the Stone Age? With games and electricity and other things, but still. I was so excited to stream for everybody when I got here. You're a streamer? Yes, sir, that I am. I'm mostly a variety game streamer, but I also stream real life too. And I can't now. Maybe you could just record things and post them later. I guess that's what I'll have to do. But that's so last year. By the way, what's this whole show about? Wait, what? I honestly have no idea what I just got into, regarding pretty much everything to do with the show. You didn't even do a little bit of research before you decided to come here? Hey, don't get my face about this. From what I heard from Kat, you didn't either. Hey, amnesia and not doing a little bit of research are totally different. I forgot to do my due diligence and you forgot your life. Same deal. It's not the same. Anyway, it's a dating show called Find Love. Kat can explain the rules in more detail, but it's pretty much what you expect from any generic dating TV show. And my name is Natsu. I'm what Kat calls the suitor. She already said your name, or wait, was it Kat that said Natsu? Did I one thing about these kind of games is I don't pay attention to which name is on screen. So it's like a visual novel dating sim game, except I'm stuck in it, rather than getting to play it myself. I guess so. Well, since this is a game, I'm gonna win it. And that's not... Okay. I'm not sure that's the right way to approach dating, but... Look out, world, Tara's coming! And she always wins. Oh no. Are they all gonna run off? Let's check out the library. The library was like a library out of a movie. Grand, majestic. Oh, hey, it's the CEO, and I'm assuming she's the host? Not sure. I think they said what she did. I didn't really pay much attention. Nothing like your average library, which becomes a porn set after closing time. Ah, okay. I took a few steps forward and noticed a girl with red hair at the back of the library. Hello. She was reading a magazine, or so it seemed from first glance. If you craned your head a bit to the side, you could see another book hidden behind the magazine. Oh. A/B Testing After the Apocalypse, first edition by DB. Hey, what are you reading? Oh, this? Just another an absolutely fetch truth T-bomb, yes. Can you believe that this one celebrity would, like, date another celebrity? I can't even. It's almost like they're people. I can't see what you're actually reading, you know? I can see what you're actually reading. Oh gosh, that's so embarrassing. Why would that be embarrassing? The book you're actually reading sounds a lot more interesting. Where I come from, people make fun of people who do what I do, I guess. To them, a library is just a place to film porn after closing time. I'm Scarlet, by the way. You're Natsu, correct? That's me. It's nice to meet you, Scarlet. It's nice to meet you too, Natsu. I'm curious. So what are you actually reading? I thought you'd never ask. Here, let me show you. Okay. Drop the magazine and the book behind it on the floor, revealing a second magazine and... Wait. She dropped the magazine and the book behind it. There was a third book? Ah. She ran away so fast I didn't even have a chance to say anything more. Guess there's not much left to do here. I'll head on down to... kitchen. We will go outside last. What are you guys doing here? Get out of here! Well, these ribs are well done. Thank you, ma'am. They were supposed to be medium rare. Remake them all before the hour is up. I knew we should have just worked in accounting. Then I've just the opportunity for you. 1. Give me one moment. I need to turn off this. I don't know if you guys could hear it or not, but my phone was going off. Okay. Then I've just the opportunity for you. 1. I've just bought one of the neighboring islands, and I need someone to balance the books. Please have that finished by nightfall, and don't forget about the ribs. I take it back. The side dishes are magnificent, too. Keep it up, you're diligent worker. You diligent worker, you. Ah, shucks, you're too kind, ma'am. I don't get what you're complaining about, bro. Violet's amazing, and she's even volunteering to help us lowly peons. The soup is simply delightful. Good work, 3. Thank you, Violet. Gosh, she's 100 times better than when 4 bossed us around. I couldn't agree more, bro. 1, if you insist on taking so long on the meatballs, perhaps we'll use your meatballs and... wait, what? Oh. Just kidding. Though upon further thought, you'd never need them anyway, so perhaps. She's such an angel. Excuse me? What? Are we even talking about the same person? Ah! That's not... Oh. I pushed spacebar thinking that it would go to the next thing, but nope. Sorry, I was taking a drink. I've got to clean up that soup one set on fire earlier. How did he set soup on fire? What? How is that even possible? Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. Evidently, the same is true if you lack a mind completely. Ah, public education. Just kidding. Hey, that was uncalled for. Actually, we think the same about you all the time. I can confirm that. I wish Mom never had you guys. Yikes. Apologies for the delay. I'm finished now. I'm Violet. Violet Valentine. Valentine? Violet Valentine. The pleasure is yours, Natsu. The pleasure is yours. What? You already know who I am? I imagine each contestant does. Flying all the way out here for a whole week for a blind date? No one could be that unintelligent. Nice, that's funny. I do hope you are worthy of being the suitor. You'll find that courting a lady is a different sport than the other girls. It's true. She's one of the 2 daughters of the Valentine family. I want to say Valentina, but it's not, I don't think. No. They're even richer than the Royal Black Media. Alright, 3. Your pay's cut by 50%. Enjoy your even shittier instant noodles. Is it too late to go back to school? I am, how to say, fascinated. I'd like to see what makes you so special. You look rather average to me. I guess you'll be in for a surprise, Violet. I do like a... Huh? An explosion? Spaghetti tonight will be, how to say, a little different. I hope you do not mind. You're not really putting one on the menu, right? One, why is there a hole in the ceiling? Looks like they'll be busy in the kitchen for a while. I decided to head over to the only option left, the backyard. Ooh. Calling this a backyard is like calling what happened in the Titanic a leak. The field goes further than the eye can see. My eyes were quickly drawn to a girl running laps across the field. She's quick, getting closer and closer, and she slid to a stop in front of me. Howdy, I'm Allie. It's nice to meet you. You're Natsu, right? That's... I don't really care. Care for a jog, though? Sure. Alright, let's go. Maybe I should have said no. She's so fast. It takes all I have just to keep pace with her. The wind on my face feels nice, though. For some reason, I feel like I've missed this. Actually, I don't think I've ever gone this fast. Come on, keep it. Come on, keep it up. We'll have you in tip-top shape in no time, soldier. Soldier. Whatever nice thoughts I had floating in my head were thrown out by my newly assigned drill sergeant. What is this music? Ah. Wait, what is happening? There we go. I gotta move this over a little bit. Okay. I thought I signed up for a dating show, not a fitness show. Alright. I'm starting to hit a comfortable pace now. Is that all you got? Allie was widening the distance between us with a smile on her face. Call me simple, but I started to run as fast as I could. I gained more and more speed as I watched Allie slowly fell behind. Wow, you're running faster than even my dad did when he... Okay. I unconsciously slowed down, my face contorted with shock. In just that single moment, she caught up and quickly surpassed me. I'm kidding, geez, no need to take everything so seriously. Bastard died before he even got a chance to. What? Don't be, I killed him myself. Huh? The look on your face is hilarious, okay? I don't know how I feel about this. Or am I? Okay. Let's run again sometime. Yeah. I don't know if that's such a good idea. Laid on the grass like an obese walrus gasping for air. Is this how I die? I don't think I'll have to be worried about telling Allie the truth with how hard it is to breathe. I think I'll live, at least for now. I rolled onto my back and relaxed for a moment. Alright, enough messing around. You're on the show and you're not an underpaid grunt. Come to the front of the mansion. I guess that includes me. I should start heading over. That includes you too, Tara. I can see you playing, you know. You're not the boss of me? What have I got myself into? By the time I got there, Kat and the girls were surrounding a blackboard covered with scribbles and math equations. Math equations? What? Are we having a math quiz? And that's why Natsu is the perfect soulmate for each of you. Huh? I'm sorry, you just drew a bunch of numbers and symbols that don't mean anything. It's like the bullshit math they showed on screen in movies. Ah, you're late to the party, Natsu. But you're just in time for the first alone time segment. Alone time segment? You can't find your soulmate without having a little alone time together. There we go. It's time to pick your first soulmate candidates. One of the two lovely ladies you'll get to spend time with this week. So without further ado, who's it going to be? Wait, I have to choose already? I haven't even made the chance to really talk with any of them yet. Don't think of it that way. Think of it more like, well, how do you want to talk? Who do you want to talk the most? Jeez. Who do you want to talk to the most right now? Alright, I guess. I'd like to spend today's alone time with... my first thought is Tara. Let's... Gamer girl it is. Alright, our work's cut out for us. Places, people. You know where to put Tara? Yes, ma'am. Give us a minute to set up the scene, then go find her. Find her? Like, literally find her? Or what? A lot closer and closer to the games room, I could hear people screaming bloody murder. Help! You're not going anywhere. Take him, I'm too young to die. I rushed inside as fast as I could. Jeez, can you slow down with the controls? What kind of brother would sacrifice his own flesh and blood to survive? Life is tough, Buttercup. No! I'll save you, bro. Bro! Oh no. It's the heroes that die first, you know. Where was I? Oh, right. 1 down, 2 to go. Get over here. They were playing a fighting game. Oh, sup, don't you? Give me a second. I forgot to do a bit of pest control. 2 and 3, kill him first. Alright. Y'all lost fair and square. As promised, you guys know what you have to do. The Brothers 5 groaned as they each put on some kind of futuristic helmet. You're incredible, Tara. You decimated those guys without breaking a sweat. I do make a living doing this, believe it or not. Though lately, it's been a little boring. Why is that? It's just same old, you know? Though I do have something new in store if you're down. I'm down. Good. Just gonna need you to put this non-suspicious at all headset. Tara picked up a helmet from behind the couch and placed it on my head. This won't hurt a bit, don't worry. Wait, why would it... Is it VR? It was like lightning ran through my head. Is this like a Sword Art Online full dive type of VR? Whoa, Natsu, you're here too. What? Where are we? I want to go home. Oh, stop whining. You're just in a video game. Come on, this isn't the first time you've seen this happen in fiction. That kind of thing exists now. Been around for at least 1 million years by now. Give it the times. Last time I checked, I'd never heard of anything like this. Alright. So maybe it was some weird kind of weird device I'd never seen before. Can you blame me for wanting to try messing with it? Wait, there's no way this could be a game. It looks too real. I had to admit, I had my doubts too. Everything looked as if it were really there. Hey, if you want proof, just try walking outside of this forest. 2 took a few cautious steps forward, then some more. Ow! He smacked against some kind of invisible wall. There's some kind of invisible wall here. It really is a video game, huh? Actually, that's the wall of the games room. I thought this console would be like a deep dive sort of virtual reality game too, but it seems like everything we do here is replicated in the real world. That seems really dangerous without having some kind of guidelines. Walk too many steps in a certain way and smack. Doesn't that make this kind of useless? I guess if you're allergic to fun. The sound of the intercom played through the forest. Hey, can you guys hear me? Cat, we can hear you. What's up? You guys need to log out of that game right now. If you're in the game too long, it'll fry your brain. What? How? Why? Long story short, it's an experimental, game console that we had in storage. Okay. No idea how Tara found it, though. The show is always trying to find new ways to kill me, isn't it? How much time do we have? Before it fries your brain? I don't know. Maybe a few minutes, maybe several hours. But it'll slowly sap your sanity the longer you're there. Just log out already. We don't know how. The Brothers 5 and I looked around frantically, but there wasn't any way for us to log out. Oh, I don't think you guys can see the logout menu. It's an admin only kind of thing. If you can see it, Tara, then come on, log us out already. She cackled like a B-movie maniac. Something tells me she didn't have much sanity to sap in the first place. But it'd be such a shame to leave so soon. Let's play a game first. It just so happens that as an admin, I can change all of your avatars at will. Check this out. Bam! What is she changing it to? I looked down to my hands, which had now become tiny little white wings. I looked down on my face, and I have a beak? I became a bird? Oh no, it's not a full boyfriend. What did she do to us? We're pigeons. It is pigeons! Let me out! We'll never become accountants now. We're gonna die here. I think I've got a new... Oh no. The pigeons 5 ran around frantically like chickens with their heads cut off. Okay. I mean, they're pigeons. Just say pigeons with their heads cut off. Can't blame them. I looked up to Tara, who seemed like a giant compared to us now. Now, I'm sure you're wondering why I've turned you all into birds. I guess you could say that. It's funny, Natsu. Earlier told me that this whole show was like a dating sim, except that you were in the driving seat. Now that she was on the other foot. She cackled again like a wicked witch. Welcome to Pigeon Dating Sim, yep. Battle Royale. Well, why does it need to be a Battle Royale? You'll have to seduce me if you want to get out of here. With each day that passes, I fear more for humanity's future. And you wanted us to be pigeons for this? I mean, yeah. The ratio of human to pigeon visual novels is totally out of whack, man. I figure we should balance that out. I am trapped in a killer virtual reality game. I'm also trapped on a killer dating show. To make matters worse, I'm also trapped in the body of a pigeon. Now I need to seduce a woman with my avian charm. You can imagine the kind of stress I'm under. Now, seduce me! Jeez. One by one, the pigeons 5 fired pickup line after pickup line at Tara, but to no avail. Come on. Move those wings like you mean it. I tried my hand at a few too, but it was clear that they had no effect. I can't imagine that being a pigeon helped with that in any way. Let's try one more. How about... I guess this one, because we're not owls. We're not ducks, so this is really the only one, I guess. With my will to live at the line at an all-time low, the game went dark. A moment later, we were back in the games room. What? We're back, thank God. I've got fingers, I can write. I could fill out a balance sheet. Aw, just when it was getting good. Wait, is something burning? The game console had smoke coming out of it. That's not good. I guess it's toast. What happened? My mind's all foggy. You okay, Tara? I'm gonna take a nap. She jumped on the couch and within seconds was fast asleep. The Brothers 5 and I decided it would be best to never talk about this again. So was that the one-on-one time? I stumbled back to my room and plopped onto my bed. I was just about to close my eyes when I heard a knock at the door. I shuffled over in a haze. Hello, Cat. Hey there, Natsu. Sorry to bother you this late. It's alright. What's up, Cat? Don't mind me. Just gonna make myself real comfortable. Why? What are you doing? Get out of here. This is my room. You have no idea how much better your beds are compared to the staff. You'd think the ones actually working here would get treated nicely. I closed the door, then sat facing her on the opposite side of the bed. I'm guessing you're not coming to my room at night to start a workers' union. I wonder, what would you want me to come into your room for instead? I can think of a few things. You'd think 5 women would be enough for a person. You're incorrigible, Natsu. Anyway, as the producer, I'm obligated to help you survive until the end of the show. Just until the end of the show? I'm heartbroken. Being your babysitter doesn't pay well enough to make it a long-term gig. I'll be checking in with you each night to let you know how you're doing, and give you some advice here and there. That's nice of you. Thanks, Cat. Well, to be honest, finding a new person to take your place would be a recruiting nightmare. Okay. Back to topic. Our audience has really loved your date with Tara today. I wonder how that looked on like on a television, because like they wouldn't be able to see the virtual world. Did they just see the seven of us just standing there walking around the room with VR goggles on? Is that all it was? I feel like that might be a little bit boring. I guess they could hear us. Honestly, I've got no idea what to say about your date today with Tara, except that I'm surprised anyone thought it was a good one. Can I really be picky when my life's on the line? I guess not. That said, I'm hoping we can sprinkle a little more drama into this show. More romance, love triangles, less pigeons. So tomorrow, I want you to find who your other soulmate candidate is and ask them out on a date. Let's keep it with Tara, see what happens. I get that it would be better for rating to date somebody else, but I like what I have with Tara so far. I don't want to give her the wrong idea this early on, you know? I understand that, really I do. But really, it's out of our hands. What do you mean? Look. In a perfect world, you'd be able to do just that. But if you do that, the show's ratings won't be high enough. And how's that my concern? If the show's ratings aren't high enough, they'll just axe the show before the last day. And it'd be treated as if you didn't end up with anyone at the end, if you catch my drift. Ah. I get why you wouldn't want to, but that's exactly why the last person in your shoes did. Huh. So yeah, there has been other seasons of the show. That's reassuring. And they're not around to tell you about how it went anymore. Alright, I'll ask somebody else tomorrow. Can I at least explain why I have to do this to Tara? You already know the answer to that, not to? Would that be good for ratings? Well, that's pretty much what I needed to tell you before tomorrow. It's getting late and we've both got big days tomorrow. How about we call it a night? Sounds good to me. If it's worth anything, I'm sorry. Are you though? Are you? I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Natsu. Good night, Cat. She left my room, closing the door behind her. I went back to laying on my bed and closed my eyes. I kept thinking about Tara before I slept. The sound of waves crashing against the shore. Hey. Ah! What the... What was that? I can hear a woman's voice call out to me within a dream. You probably can't hear me in there, but... I try to respond, but no words come out. Natsu, promise me one thing. Don't forget. Don't you dare forget. You promised. Promises are unbreakable, right? That's what you told me. You promised. But you lied, didn't you? Episode 2. The second one. What was that about? What was that about? Are we trapped in the VR simulated? What is happening? We kicked off our morning with a delicious meal made by Violet. So tell us more about your dream, Tara. I don't really remember much, but I was in a video game, and I was getting hit on by a lot of pigeons. How am I supposed to respond to that? What if it was a sign? I'm sorry, what? It was a dream, nothing more. I don't see how. Allie had a devilish grin on her face. I think it is a sign, Sarah. It's a sign that you should try making video games. The world needs more pigeon dating sims. You're right. There's no time to waste. Tara ran off. Oh my, are you certain that was a good idea to spur on her? Of course. Seriously, what's the worst that could happen? I felt a chill run down my spine. There you are, Natsu. I've been looking for you. It's time to decide who's your other soulmate candidate. You remember what we discussed yesterday, right? How could I forget? It's not like I've ever forgotten anything important before, except for, well, everything. Save the snark for whichever poor girl you end up seeing today. Ow, that stings. It'll be just between your two soulmate candidates from here on out, so choose wisely. Oh. So if we don't get chosen, what are we supposed to do? Well, for starters, we're in a tropical paradise. Think of it as a vacation. Soulmates aren't real anyway, so it's not a big deal. They're not real? Oh boy. Natsu, you might want to pick your second soulmate candidate quick. Wait a minute, Kat. Will we be splitting up the group after today? Nope, don't worry. You'll still be able to hang out together, and who knows? And who knows where that will go. So, I pick two of the girls, and those are the two that I have to choose at the end. But what if all the other girls are staying? What? I'm not allowed to pick the other girls at the end? Good to know my battle plans will still come in handy. I mean, friendship plans. Good to know I still get to see my new friends. Yes, sir. So without further ado, Natsu, who's the unlucky girl I'd like to spend some time today with? Let's go ahead and save. I kinda... Here's the thing. I'm terrible with names. So, okay. Violet is her, right? I kinda liked her. But she already seems to like me. So... She was Allie? That's Scarlet. No, this is Allie. Oh, Yui, right? That's like the typical, like, childhood friend name. But okay, I'm going Scarlet. No, wait. Rewind time. Not Scarlet. I picked the wrong. No. Load. There we go. Violet. All right, we'll make it happen. I had just gone outside the mansion to find Violet when a white limousine drove up and stopped in front of me. Hello, one. One stepped out from the driver's seat and walked towards me. Natsu, good day. Please do not enter. What's with the formal talk? Wait, did I read that wrong? Please do enter. What is wrong with me? Please, just get in the car, Natsu. You already heard what she did to my bro. He opened the passenger door and ushered me inside. I shrugged and went inside. What's the worst that could happen on a death game dating show? We sat in silence as one drove me to what looked like some sort of fancy restaurant, then escorted me inside. Bonjour, suitor. I trust my new butler brought you here safely? Yeah, he did. What's going on, Violet? I thought I would give you a chance to have some alone time with me, or with the star of the show is all. I am told this is what people do when they are courting. Have you never been on a date before? Of course I have. And I've read all the manuals on the subject. Manuals? Okay. I'll have you know, I've studied every book of the lusty new Asian maid, what? Series and know them all by heart. I don't know if those are the books you should be reading about this subject. Impressed, I'm sure. I'm impressed. Oh, it was nothing. Pardon my interruption. I have brought your food. Please be seated, honored guest. Violet and I sat at the table in the center of the palace, as one placed each dish onto the table one by one. Calling him one is just, it's weird. He seemed to linger over the meatballs as he brought them over. Thank you, one. Please don't hold yourself back. Don't think I will. The food looks incredible and probably worth more than my life. You're right on both accounts, Natsu. I'm ecstatic. You like the assortment. I planned it myself. You're a chef? You could say that. What do you mean? Anyway, tell me more about yourself, Natsu. There's not too much to say. Amnesia is a hell of a drug. You do not remember your past? Yeah, bummer, right? Then rest assured, I will find the finest scientist in all the land to help you recover your memory when this is over. Whoa. Well. You're very nice. That would be great. Thanks, Violet. Think nothing of it. It's the duty of those with more to give back, no? Though, have you ever thought, perchance, that this is actually a blessing in disguise? What do you mean? Any of us would be happier not knowing what drags us down. That may be true, but still, I need to know. You sound just like the reference examples in the romance manuals. Consider me impressed. You know, those manuals are just regular old fiction novels, right? Heh, you're quite funny, Natsu. An admirable trait to have. I like that. Anyway, you haven't told me about yourself, Violet. Who are you? What do you do for fun? I'd like to know. Being the scion of the Jeez, I keep wanting to say their name Valentina. The Valentines does not leave much time for fun, I'm afraid. Even on this show, I spend most of my waking hours managing the Valentine's restaurant business. But I suppose if I have a spell of time I enjoy baking. I don't get it. Why are you embarrassed by liking baking? Everyone has a hobby. Baking is something of a servant hobby, according to my parents. When they found out I was enjoying that, well, they made sure to stop me from ever doing it again, with all the restaurant work. It's a bit ironic, isn't it? Wait. Oh. You know what? I do know of what, jeez. But what do you mean? Who cares what your parents think? Here on this island a million miles out, they can't stop you. How about we find some time together to make up for lost time? Wow. She laughed like a child. That'd be wonderful, Natsu. I'll make some time on my calendar for you. We spent the next few hours enjoying the finest meal that money could buy. Huh. Well, so far it seems like she likes me. I was about to enter my room when I felt a familiar tap on my shoulder. Oh, what are you doing here, cat? Got a minute? I want to make Tara and Violet jealous. It'd be good for ratings. Sorry, what? You're no fun. Anyway, she opened the door to my room and walked inside. I followed suit. I've got some good news. I'm all ears. Turns out my strategy worked. We've gotten enough ratings to avoid early canning. Don't get me wrong, people loved it when you and Tara were the main ship, but now with Violet as some serious competition, let's just say online threads went from optimistic and united to downright murderous. Well, I'm glad to hear I get to live another day. For now, at least. But that'll quickly change if our viewers don't feel like your relationship with both of them are progressing. Kat laughed, then took a seat on my bed. You know what? I'm curious how you're feeling about Tara and Violet. Between those two, you have a favorite? I have to choose? Honestly, I kind of like Violet. Though I've known her for less time, I think I like Violet more right now. I don't know as much as I'd like about Violet just yet, but I know more than anything that I just want to keep learning more about her. Really? Well, I can't say I'm too surprised, but maybe just a little. Let's see where things go with Violet. Something tells me you'll be hanging out with her again soon enough. Anyway, that's it for today. Keep it up and who knows, you might just be the first one to make it out of here. First one? How many people have there been? And why haven't any of them made it out? Good night, Kat. How is this not a question you're asking her? How many people have gone on the show? She left my room, closing the door behind her. I guess it's time to turn in for the night. Maybe I should have just gone with the safest choice with Yui. Oh no. We're getting dreams again. I see waves crash soundlessly against the shore and dissolve to nothing before they reach to my feet. This must be my dream. She's next to me. I can't make out her face or even hear her voice, but I know it's her. The way the pale moonlight dances in her hair is so nostalgic. You look like you've seen a ghost, Natsu. You. Somehow I can't see your face nor hear your voice, but I know it's you. I'm fine, don't worry about it. I hear my own voice speaking, as if it were coming through an old cassette. Are you thinking about what's going on out there? $10 that it's better on this side. Out there, every day is a fight to stay alive. Here, at least there's food, shelter, a place to call home, and most importantly, high speed, and unlimited internet. I reach for her hand and hold it tight. And people that you love. And people that love you. I know, and I love you too. And I know how lucky I am to be here, but I still want to see the other side. Why? You wouldn't survive a day out there. Same goes for me. Because it's real life. Where things happen that aren't planned by some producer. Where living isn't just following a script. I'd do anything for just a taste of it. We've been over this. I know. I'm just so tired of this. What the hell are we doing here, Natsu? I felt the same way she did, but there was nothing we could do. Not if we valued our lives. There's no escaping from here alive. We're living another day. But what are we living for? You really want to see the other side that badly? Yes. I laughed when she had that look in her eye. I knew there was no convincing her otherwise. Even if she had to go alone, she'd see it through. And I loved her for that. I guess you'll owe me $10 pretty soon. She laughed. You'll be the judge of that. Episode 3, take a chance. Oh, right. Then you set the meat at around 300 degrees for 40 minutes. Okay, got it. Tara furiously scribbled down notes. Wait a minute, couldn't I just cook it for 600 degrees for 20 minutes? That's not quite how this works, I'm afraid. But the math checks out. What's going on? Good morning, Natsu. How do you do? I'm teaching Tara the proper way to prepare a pot roast. So far, I'd say it's going pretty well. Tara will be the one to prepare lunch today instead of me. Tara turned one of the dials on the stove as far as it would go to the right. And the student has surpassed the master. I don't think that's how it works. On second thought, perhaps I'll prepare an alternative course. One moment, please. Oh, ye of little faith. Time for the moment of truth. Lunch is served. Tara was nervously clasping her hands tight. Oh, the suspense. It's delicious. I did it. Oh my gosh. Tara did a little dance in celebration and gave Violet a high five. Should I become a food vlogger? I'm a cooking servant. This talent shouldn't be wasted. Wait, a cooking savant. Psst. Hey, Violet. What is it, Natsu? Is this what you cooked, or is it what Tara cooked? Violet smiled and winked at me. I don't know what you're talking about. She sipped on her soup. Well, okay. Good to know that Violet is nice. I couldn't help but smile back at her. Damn, this was the best meal I've ever had. Granted, my memory only goes back about 3 days, but still, it counts for something. We'll go ahead and save here. I figure it's about time to talk with Kat about my next date, but I felt a tap on my back. Kat, is that you? Turned around and the girl in front of me was as surprised as I was. Oh, hello, Allie. Sorry, Allie, what's up? She looked to see if anyone else was around before she spoke. Have you noticed anything weird lately? What do you mean? Something about the show gives me the creeps. I went out for a walk in the forest last night, you know, 'cause it's gorgeous and all. But after I got there, I must have dozed off for a minute. Taking a nap in a forest at night? You're braver than most, Allie. Let me finish. When I woke up, I was back in my room, on my bed. They probably tranquilized her and brought her back. And I swear I don't remember ever walking back. Huh, that sounds pretty crazy, if it really happened. You sure you didn't just have a weird dream? Now that you mention it, I tried Scarlett's cooking for fun last night. That was a big mistake. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but did you notice anything strange happen last night? I don't think so. It was just a regular night. I had a conversation with Kat in my room, but that was it. Damn, 5 girls a day wasn't enough, huh? Not like that. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Well, I guess I'll just be staying away from Scarlett's cooking and chalking it up to a weird-ass dream. Thanks for listening, Natsu. My pleasure, Allie. See you later. She ran off just as fast as she had come initially. Someone's in a hurry. Hey, Cat, I was looking for you. Afternoon, Natsu. Same here. I wanted to ask, did you guys do anything last night to Allie? Not that I know of. Our staff leaves the cast alone at night. I guess there's nothing to worry about. Cat's been honest with me so far about everything. Right? Anyway, more importantly, it's time for phase 2. Or, it's either they tranked her and brought her back, or we're all in a VR simulation for the show, and it just, like, she went out of bounds and reloaded back into her bed. Time for phase 2. You've done pretty decently with setting up Terra and Violet as your soulmate candidates. People are eating it up. The romance? Whatever. More importantly, every time they're on screen, we get one hell of a rating boost. From here on out, you'll only be going on dates with either of them. That'll be your best bet to get out of here alive. Sounds good to you? You almost make it sound like I have a choice. I'm glad we're on the same page as always, Natsu. But enough with the pleasantries. Who's the unlucky girl today? Aha. I guess I'd like to spend a day with... Go ahead and save. Sorry, Terra. Let's go with Violet again. Nice. I kinda had a feeling you would. I think Violet's somewhere around the mansion. Lead the way. Hello. Taking a walk outside the mansion. Hey, Violet, what's up? Hello there, Natsu. I just thought I'd take a nice afternoon walk. This place truly does bring back memories of home. You live on your own personal island? Nothing quite that, orgies. Geez, I don't know those words. It's a big word. Anyway, I've got a surprise for you. Wanna see? For me, I motioned for her to follow me into the mansion. I asked Kat to pull a few strings and, well, we have everything we need to bake whatever you want. We want now. Yay! We're baking! Baking show. Oh my. Violet looked at me with childlike wonder in her eyes. Let's get right to it then, why don't we? She was practically shaking with excitement. Her smile and laughter was positively infectious. We decided to make a chocolate cake. It was her favorite flavor, and I don't remember mine. That said, I also don't remember a thing about how to make cakes. But with Violet, that wasn't a problem. She got me up to speed with a soft and steady hand, and before long, we had the cake in the oven baking away. I wish it took longer to make. Seeing Violet do what she loved most was a treat. When she pulled the cake out of the oven, she looked like a kid on Christmas Day. Now, just for the finishing touches, a little more here, a little more there. She was in her own world, humming away as she danced around the cake, decorating it as she went along. I couldn't help but smile and watch her in adoration. She's pure happiness right now. I wish I could take this moment and just freeze it in time for safekeeping. I can't wait to share this with the others. But first, Natsu, would you mind testing it? You don't have to ask, believe me. I'm first in line to try it out. Thank you, I just am unsure if what I make is worth eating or not. Why is that? My family's caretaker, Lucina, was the one who taught me to bake. Besides my sister, Lucina was the only one who ever bothered to try what I made. Sometimes I worry they told me it's delicious just to make me feel better. It's delicious, Violet. Better believe it. Well, that was just the frosting, wasn't it? Did you use like pre-made frosting, or did she make the frosting? Or the saying that the frosting tastes good doesn't mean the cake tastes good. Would you want to help me a little longer? I'm having far too much fun just to stop now. I've just started making some cookies, and I find I quite enjoy your company and help, Natsu. I'd love to. Let me know how I can help. Violet passed me a bowl full of cookie dough, then a tray. All you need to do is make little cookie-shaped pieces out of this, then put them on the tray. Do not try to put any of them too close together on the tray, or it'll become something of a mutant cookie in the oven. Got it. No mutant cookies here. Ripped off a piece of dough from the bowl and rolled it into the size and shape of a cookie. Don't you want to have it like in a ball, not in the shape of a cookie? Because as it cooks, it'll eventually get to the shape of a cookie. Perfect, you're a natural. Thanks, Violet. Wow. And the time it took me to make one, Violet had made 6 perfect cookies. She moved with mechanical efficiency as she kneaded balls of dough into perfectly shaped cookies. Wow, I thought you were great before, but you're really incredible. How long have you been doing this? Perhaps since I was about, say, 5? To this day, it remains the only thing I can best my sister at. I finished making another cooking as Violet finished 3 more. She held up one of the cookies and raised it to her face. You've gotten quite skilled at this, Natsu. I just wanted to say again, thank you for arranging this. I'm on top of the world right now. It was my pleasure, Violet. Gosh, she's adorable when she smiles. For a few seconds, we kept working on the cookies in amiable silence, our eyes locked on each other's. You said you had a sister? Why, yes, indeed. Valentine. I need a... Geez. Viola Valentine. First twins in the family. I'm out of room on my tray. She flashed a devilish smile in my direction right before she slightly threw a dough ball at my face. Uh-oh. Cookie dough fight! What's with that cheeky... Before I could react, it splattered against and stuck to my face. She burst into childlike laughter. Nice catch, Natsu. Perhaps you might try using your hands next time. Oh, it's on. I couldn't stop myself from smiling as I grabbed some ammo from my own cookie tray and threw them at her. She dodged! It's quite humorous how an old caretaker managed to do what you are struggling to do now. I interrupted her gloating with another dough ball throw. This time it made a satisfying splat against her left cheek. Strike! Oh, you are so going down. Her smile turned devilish as she grabbed another dough ball. Oh shit. I have only a second before her next volley. Let's go ahead and save. I don't know what... Here, let's make a second save, just in case. Because I don't know what the best... Which will make her like me more. Let's go on the offensive. I just started to reach for another dough ball from the tray when a dough ball splattered against my forehead, sending me recoiling backwards. Ah! And then another landed right next to it. Mercy! And then another. I crumpled to the floor in defeat. I declare this, my victory in absolute confidence. She laughed as she pointed at all the dough on my face. I took the opportunity to interrupt her speech with another dough ball. It splattered right against her left cheek. Left cheek again? Oh, you're even more dead now. Forget surviving this crazy TV show. I don't know if I'm surviving the next 5 minutes. It was like looking a tiger dead in the eye. Violet reloaded her ammo and was winding up for another throw. It was all I could do to reach for one more ball and scream in defiance. Bring it on! Some say you can still hear my screams in that kitchen to this day. We finished cleaning up after our impromptu food fight and brought the desserts that survived the Great War to the porch. Her smile and laughter were infectious. Pardon me, but I guess we can rule out you being a baseball player before you had come to this island. She put her hand tenderly against my face as she wiped off some remaining dough. But we locked eyes yet again. Her eyes were practically magnetic. Ooh. Thanks for playing along, Natsu. I suppose it's been too long since I've had that much fun. So, thank you for indulging my little whim. It was a lot of fun for me too, Violet. Don't mention it. Besides, I think I got a few good hits in to make it worth it. I'm worried for you. It appears your amnesia is getting even worse. Violet laughed as she picked off some more crumbs off my face and licked them off her finger. Her eyes seemed to linger on mine. I do hope we can spend more time together soon. I quite like this. I'd like that. I'd like that, Violet. I had a lot of fun with you too. You're full of surprises, you know? Just wait and see. There's more where that came from. We spend the rest of the day talking and eating little desserts together on the porch. Though Violet seemed quite distant when I first met her, I learned that the real Violet was nothing like that at all, and full of surprises. She could be unexpectedly shy one moment, then mischievous as a child another. One thing's for sure, being around her makes my heart skip a beat, and the time fly. Before I realized how much time had passed, it was already pitch black outside. I was about to turn in for the night when I heard a knock on my door. Well, hello again, Cat. Hey, Cat, I thought you weren't going to come over tonight. Sorry about that, I got tied up in some things. Is everything okay? Good as always. Care to join me for a walk? Sure, that sounds nice. Then away we go. We walked at a relaxed pace, with Cat slightly ahead, leading the way. What's this music, man? So how are you feeling about day 3, Natsu? You still feeling Violet? Let's go ahead and save again. I still like Violet the most. Violet is still the girl I like the most. If anything, getting to meet and know the other girls made me like her even more. Violet's an incredible woman in every way. Something about her just keeps pulling me in. I just can't get enough of that, you know? Aw, that's cute. Also, a perfect answer for the cameras. Thank you very much. I guess you'll be giving Violet's fan base some more things to go rabbit over soon, You can say that again. Perfect. Well, I'm happy you've at least got one girl you're really interested in. But it helps you've got chemistry with both. Tomorrow you'll be going on a date with your other soulmate candidate instead. Let's milk this love triangle for all it's worth. Sounds good to you? I'm noticing a pattern in making it sound like I have a choice when I really don't. None of us really have a choice nowadays, I'm afraid. Alright, I gotta get back to editing today's footage. You ready to head back to the mansion? Sounds good to me. We walked back in comfortable silence. Night. See you later, Cat. Back to the dream. What the heck is happening? And save again. If we get caught trying to escape, there's no telling what would happen to us. It's a chance we have to take. Oh, well, I kind of already assumed this. My original thought was like, am I like in like a VR coma kind of thing, like what happened to Kirito in season 4 of Sword Art Online? And like this girl is like talking to me from like outside the coma, but now I'm thinking it's a ooh, or wait. So my other thing is this these are my memories. I'm understanding that now. These are my memories. But what if I'm the other contestants? What if you don't die at the end of the season? You just get your memory wiped and start all over. Maybe with new girls? I don't know. It's a chance we have to take. I know, but we need to know what we're up against. We know the island better than anyone by now, Natsu. We'll be fine. I'm not so sure. Damien's brought in that scientist for his last experiment. All I've heard is that she's the one who built the prototype. The one Damien used to turn 6 into a vegetable. There was 6?! Not to mention the old test audiences. I think they must have killed at least 100 people by now, and they still haven't perfected it. If we get caught... I get what you're trying to say. Are you still with me on this? It's not too late. You didn't even have to ask. Of course I'm with you. Who are you? Somehow I know you're close by, but every time I try to see your face, the dream ends. Oh. Second go. Hello, ladies. I walked down to the kitchen where the girls were having breakfast. So, how was the date? Yeah, tell us. Tara was furiously scribbling down notes with the title War Plans in bold. It was really quite nice. We actually made this cake and the cookies yesterday together, Natsu and I. I hope you all enjoy it. They're amazing, Violet. Thanks for making it for us. Thanks so much. They're delicious. Tara scribbled, War of attrition is likely not an option. What are you writing there, Tara? Nothing. So, how come there's cookie batter everywhere? No matter where I look, I can see batter on every surface of the kitchen. It wasn't just the batter. Violet and I knocked over quite a few things in our firefight. Ah, that's... You sure it was just baking together? I thought it was more than that. I charaded as if I was heartbroken. I gotta hand it to you, Violet. I didn't think you had it in you. Hubba hubba. Wait, no. Nothing like that happened. Allie and I laughed and made finger guns at each other. I don't get it. That's because you're a good person, Yui. I think what Allie is trying to say is that Violet and Natsu... Allie stuffed a cookie in Scarlet's mouth before she could finish her sentence. Wow, these cookies are pretty useful. You gotta teach me how to make these sometimes, Violet. It would be my pleasure, Allie. Ooh, teach me too. Why should Natsu have all the good stuff? We spend the rest of the morning fooling around in the kitchen. Ugh, my head. You okay? You don't look so good. Not so loud. Ugh, my head's killing me after I had a ton of wine last night. I still had to edit our broadcast after that, which didn't help. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the woman who decides whether I get to live or die every night. And she was very, very drunk when she did just that. Thank you, I'll be here all week. Clearly you're still alive, Natsu, so that's all good. Believe me, you drink too if you worked here. Just look at the Brothers 5. Working, you mean the Brothers 6? Where's the 6th guy at, cat? Working at Futuristic Evil Corp. Oh. Okay, it's me talking. I thought it was Cat. I was like, is that actually the name of the company? Has to come with some benefits, right? You'd think, but we still have to pay for dental out of pocket. Before I forget what the show's all about, today's the day you go on a date with... Who was your other soulmate candidate again? Oh. Okay. I thought it was actually going to give me, like, a choice to, like, choose someone else. Tara. How much did you drink last night, Kat? Whatever, I knew that. Just testing you, duh. Right. Alright, let's get the second date with Tara started. Whoa, someone tell the world to stop spinning like a little bitch. I'm pretty much fucked on. We'll see. I knocked on the door to the games room. Hey Natsu, what's up? I thought I'd check in and see how you were doing with your game. Let me show you what I'm working on then. Sarah handed me her game device. Not all the art's ready, but I'm hoping it'll be done soon. Are you working on your pigeon game? It's a farming game. Oh. What happened to your pigeon game? Did you just drop that idea? I had to ditch the pigeon dating idea after, well, finding out it was already done. Yeah. Hot for boyfriend. Maybe we'll play that at some point. I've never played it. It's really a shame for the whole world, really. But in this game, you get to live in a village in the country, make friends, raise crops, and decimate all the invaders with your giant mecha pigeon death machine. What? And there's 1 million possible weapon combinations. Okay. Go ahead and save. I feel like these are pretty obvious. Sounds so cool. I'd love to play it. I'm curious, how come you decided to make a farming game? Good question. They've just got a special place in my heart. I used to just play these morning till night every day. You can probably tell I'm not really a go out and party kind of person. To be honest, I don't know enough people to go to parties anyway. But whatever. Sometimes it's more fun just to do your own thing. It's your choice on how you spend your time. This one. That's how I feel about it. Enough talk. Try playing it. I want to see how you feel about it. Alright, here we go. Star Blue Valley. I was a mecha pilot who got tired of life in the mecha corps. I decided to move out to the country to become a farmer. I was a pretty good one at that. Every season, I'd learn to plant, water, and harvest new kinds of crops. Tara would give me advice for farming in every season. Her face was so close to mine. She'd watch my every move with a pensive expression. Farming and fishing felt great, but fishing was almost impossible to do at first. The mecha parts of the game felt incredible. You could even get to know the villagers and have relationships with them too. There was just one thing that was a bit weird. First, wow. What you have so far is incredible, Tara. Jeez. My mind. You think so? Yeah, really, it's incredible. I never thought you could combine farming and being a mecha pilot in the same game, but you did it just fine. Thanks, Natsu. It's nice of you to say. There's just one thing I think that was a little off. What's that? Any feedback would be great. I feel like the relationships with the townspeople were a little weird. The dating aspect didn't really feel right. I knew you'd notice that. It's kind of embarrassing, but I've never actually dated before, so I have no idea what it's really like. And to be honest, I've never really had a real friend either. If it's not too much to ask, her voice suddenly reduced to a whisper. Maybe you and I could be friends? Oh, she's so nice. It's gonna, just making me care for both of them. It's gonna make the choice even harder at the end when I have to choose which one I'm gonna marry. I'd be honored to be your friend. That said, please don't trap me in a video game again. Sorry, what? Anyway, watching you play gave me some ideas. Want to help me with testing them? Sure, I'd be happy to help however I can. I couldn't help but be excited for her, and in awe of her drive. We spent the rest of the days working on her game, but it only felt like minutes. I'm just glad it wasn't another virtual reality game. But they're so cool. I was feeling too restless after today's date to wait in my room, so I went for a walk downstairs. I decided to walk to the kitchen and open the fridge. Turns out there was some leftover cookies that Violet and I had made together. I grabbed a few and wolfed them down. Delicious. Got a case of the Midnight Munchies? Figured I'd do my civil duty and help finish the cookies Violet and I made. Right. Only a good Samaritan would finish all the cookies so no one else would have to make that sacrifice. I'm just too good of a person, I know. It gets me in trouble sometimes. Anyway, I've been meaning to talk to you. What's up? How'd your day with Tara go today? Save. It was awesome. I mean, it was awesome. I have to admit, Tara is very different from my initial impression of her. I feel like I'm seeing the real her now, and I like that. I like the sound of that. Who would have thought you'd say something like that after your rather unique first date, huh? Life sure has a sense of humor. Anyway, you're probably safe for at least another day, thanks to the ongoing rivalry between Tara and Violet. Huh? The stakes are raising, and so are precious rate, and so wait, I think it isn't. It's and so are our precious ratings, not and so are our precious ratings. So without further ado, it's time for Phase 3. You've only got one date left with each of them before the final day. Really, already? So make them count. You're not out of the woods just yet. Will do. Alright, sounds good. Well, I need to get back to preparing for tomorrow's show. And you better rest up tomorrow. Rest up for tomorrow. You only get one third date with the girl, right? Okay. Sounds good to me, Cat. See you later, Natsu. Good night, Cat. And thanks for the help. I realized I'd probably be screwed without you. Don't thank me yet. I walked back to my room and plopped on my bed. Time to get some shut-eye. Alright, we're out of the mansion. Next stop, the beach. I told you the staff wouldn't suspect a thing. That's because nobody's been stupid enough to try to escape till now. Maybe people should have been a little more stupid, a little sooner. Easier said than done. She grabbed my hand and pulled me along. We'll go through the forest. Come on. I'm getting tired. We ran through the forest as if the devil were chasing us. The truth was not far from it. Okay, I can see the pier now, and the boat. We're this close to getting out of here. She always puts on her bravest face when she was afraid. We're going to make it, right? Of course. The boat's just a little further, and no one's on our tail. I can't believe it. We're finally getting out of here. We're finally going to leave, Natsu. About time, if you ask me. I dreamt about this moment every day since who knows how long we've been trapped here by now. But I never thought I could escape till I got to know you. I laughed. You're giving me too much credit. It was your idea. Find any other sane person, and they would have told you the same things. Sane people don't try to escape with me. I wouldn't have stayed sane if it weren't for you, though. She laughed. It was my favorite sound. Let's get back to matters at hand. We both know that this is where the rubber meets the road. Is this Cat? I don't know. Now it's just a mad dash to the finish. You ready to run? No. I'm kidding, let's go. That favorite sound of mine once more. I hope it's not the last time I hear it. Third time's the charm. The girls and I kicked off our morning by testing out Terra's game together. It was multiplayer now, so we all could play together in the same world. This came with its own fair share of consequences. I said cover me, or you'll have to finish making dinner yourself. I'm trying! There's just too many mutant vegetables attacking. Yui, I need you to cover me. Where are you? I'm sorry! It's the mayor's birthday, and I can't decide which berry to give him. It can wait! But then I won't get bonus points. Come to think of it, I think we're running low on tomatoes and carrots. Do you need any, Violet? We have enough to survive the winter, but more supplies are always welcome. I'm on it. Well, the game has definitely gotten more exciting. I wanted for them to test the relationships, but maybe that'll have to wait a bit. I guess we'll see next time. Yeah, next time. I can wait. I can't wait. We spent the rest of the morning playing Terra's game. Morning, Natsu. Go ahead and I'll save again. Time sure flies, huh? The show's almost over and you'll be able to go back to your regular life soon. No idea if that's gonna have any less headaches, though. Who knows? As strange as it sounds, I've had some fun here. The whole getting murdered thing isn't great, but it hasn't been all bad. I did mention that other people would kill to be in your position. On second thought, they definitely haven't thought it through enough. Probably not. Well, back to business. It's time to pick who you'll go on your first third date with. Who's the unlucky soulmate candidate today? We'll go ahead and save. I think we'll just cover up these ones. I don't think I need those anymore. But Violet. You didn't let me down, Natsu. I had my doubts with Violet at first, but now I can see why she's the audience favorite. Don't mess it up. Wouldn't dream of it. So is this the last date, or do I have a last date with both of them? I found Violet in the same place I met her. She was taking out a fresh batch of cookies from the oven. Morning, Violet. I slid next to her and grabbed one of the cookies in one smooth motion. Ow, hot! I flung the cookie into my mouth anyways. Worth the pain. Damn, that was delicious. Wait a moment, you silly goose. You never fail to make me laugh, Natsu. I quite admire that. I did a mocking bow with my arms behind my back and put on my best fancy accent. The pleasure's all mine, milady. Stop, you. I wolfed down another cookie. Hell yeah. You do know those are for sharing with everyone, right? I'm part of everyone. What's the problem here? We laughed together at the bit we were performing. Ah, that reminds me, Natsu. What's up, Violet? It's come to my attention that this show will be ending quite soon. Yeah, it is. Oh, do cheer up, please. I don't intend to feel sorry for myself. Instead, I want to use the time we have left here to do something I've always longed to do. And what's that? What I want is to go on a date, the kind that normal people go on. The kind that I've only read about, having a picnic, watching a movie at the theater, long walks on the beach, even something crazy like a paint night. And then we can watch the sunset go down together and it'd be so romantic. Her enthusiasm was adorable. She was practically bouncing around the room like a ping pong ball. I think we could make that happen. Can we now? Which one? Why not all of them? She's got the most beautiful smile, damn. Really? You've got to be kidding me. You can count on me, Violet. I'll make it happen. Yay! She did a little cheer and dance. Gosh, I can't stop smiling looking at her. That said, I have no idea what to do. Guess this'll be touch and go. It wouldn't be fair if you figured out everything. Let me handle the picnic. She pulled out a basket from behind her. Care to join me in the lovely outdoors? I wouldn't miss it for the world, Violet. This is some nice calming music. We walked outside for a while, then settled on a lovely spot with a nice mix of shade and sunlight for our picnic. The way her silver caught the sunlight, it was enough to make you believe in angels. She was so beautiful. Dig in, I've brought plenty, and don't hold yourself back. I've got to be the luckiest person alive. Save that talk for after you try this. I'm letting you have the first bite. Should I be worried? I smiled as she mock pouted. Just kidding. She laughed and smiled as she spoon-fed me a delicious egg roll. Ooh, called it. I'm the luckiest person alive. Not just because the food's delicious, but because you're here next to me, Violet. You've made this week so special. I feel the same way, Natsu. And there is more where that came from. You're absolutely right. I've got something prepared for just the two of us. You owe me one, Natsu. We enjoyed the delicious food and conversation over the rest of the afternoon. We walked back to the mansion hand in hand, smiling all the while. Next stop, the only movie theater on the island. I didn't know we had a room like this in the mansion. I'm not surprised. Wait, we were here for the gaming, though. She does know. She should know about it. I'm not surprised. Tara's pretty territorial about this room, from what I've seen and heard. But right now, it's our very own private movie theater. I did a little jazz hands at the TV. What? Violet clapped as if I had just put on a performance of a lifetime. Made a dramatic bow, then took a look at what movies we had in store. Let's see, we have romances, fantasy, medieval movies, war movies, a few superhero movies, and last but not least, a horror movie. I'll put on a rom-com. From what Violet was saying earlier, this would definitely be her favorite. I started the movie, then when I kind of wish we got to choose. I was gonna choose the rom-com anyways. I started the movie, then went back and sat next to Violet with my arm around her. The story was about a girl who moved to a place called New York to become a writer, falls in love with the boy she meets there, and eventually realizes her dream and her love. It wasn't anything special, but Violet was thoroughly entranced for the whole movie. Me, I was more entranced by her. After the credits rolled, Violet practically burst into tears. This was the best movie I've ever seen in my whole life. My whole life! Then how about we take a scene you liked from the movie and turn it into a painting? Oh my gosh, you didn't! Just wait right here for a second. Okay. I had no idea where to find art supplies, but I knew if there was anyone who could, it was Kat. Kat, I think you know the sitch. You got some nerve putting this together at the last minute, but I like that about you. 4. Set up everything they need for a paint night in the main hall of the mansion stat. Aw man, I just finished my shift. Poor 4. Even better, you've got free time for this. Oh no. And so we started painting on the canvas in the main hall. I think I'll paint a picture of... Okay, what do we get to choose? Let's go ahead and delete these, because I don't think we need them. Okay. This one? See, I don't know. The question is, how good am I at drawing in this game? Let's go with this one. I saved. If I need to, we can just reload. Violet and I watching the movie together. This counts, right? What are you painting, Natsu? I'm painting a picture of us. What? No! You're supposed to save it until you finish! No! You just spoiled it! God dang it! I'm painting a picture of us watching the movie together. It's the most beautiful scene from the movie, you know? It'd be a shame not to capture it. You're quite the flirt, you know that? But I like that about you. Your smile can melt the coldest heart. So which scene are you painting, Violet? I'm drawing the scene where the girl runs out in the rain to tell the boy that she loves her. It was just so romantic. She sighed like a love-struck teenager. I could tell she was putting her whole heart into her painting. She captured the scene perfectly. As for me, let's just say I was more focused on making the people have the right number of heads, and was working from there. Yeah, I kind of figured. An hour or so later, we finished and compared our final works. She's an incredibly talented artist. Me, not so much. That was embarrassing, but man, it was worth it just to see her smile and break into laughter. Our laughter was interrupted by a gurgle from her stomach. Mother would punish me for sure if she heard me make that sound, but who cares now? Violet was unstoppable at this point. Is it time for dinner? I do believe it is. We're back here at the restaurant. I volunteered to cook, but she wanted to go back to the restaurant that we went to on our first date, so we did. Apparently she was trying too hard to be prim and proper back then, and didn't actually get to eat as much as she wanted. She ate up a storm, almost literally, almost. We spent dinner wolfing down delicious food without a care in the world, and laughing about scenes in the movie and our little artsy adventure. Then finally, we went for the long-awaited walk on the beach. We held hands as we walked along the ocean. The waves of the ocean seemed to play music for us as we skirted by. At times, we talked without end. At other times, we enjoyed each other's company in warmth and silence. Either way, we were as happy as can be. We talked about how the past, the present, and the future were so different than before because of each other. You know, Natsu, if you asked me to marry you right now, without a doubt I'd accept. I know it sounds quite crazy to say that in such a short period of time, but I just know. She kissed me passionately with everything she had. We did it, boys! We're living another day! And what came next was the perfect ending to our lovely date. Come closer. Okay. I wasn't sure what was about to happen there. Okay. I was getting ready to cover up whatever it was about to show. But it just skips over it. Is there a... It feels like maybe there's a patch for this game. Maybe some deleted content, you know? Because maybe it is supposed to cut to a scene that's not there. The night was clear as could be. A light breeze made it just a bit chilly, but not enough that I'd need to put on more. Found myself fixating on the moon without thinking. I thought I'd find you here. Why is that? Just a gut feeling. And the island-wide surveillance system. Yeah, that would do it. Doing okay? Yeah, I'm just thinking. I can't believe the show's almost over. It didn't feel real earlier today. Time sure flies, doesn't it? You've only got the last third date with Tara tomorrow, then the final ceremony on the day after. Speaking of which, how's your day with Violet today? Save. Yes. It was awesome. Being with Violet makes me feel like we're on the top of the world. Somehow she takes my breath away with how cool she can be, and at the same time makes me laugh like a child alongside her. I had no idea I'd fall for her so hard after our first meeting, but I couldn't help myself. And now, what I want most is to make her the happiest woman in the world. Now that's what I like to hear. I had my doubts at first, but you two really stole the show. And with good reason. I feel like our viewers got to see a glimpse of what your lives together would be like. Maybe the mess in the kitchen won't be from the dough next time. Ugh. No comment. Who knew that 3 dates were all you needed to figure out if a marriage would last? If this TV gig doesn't work out, maybe I should become a marriage counselor, I don't know if that quite translates. Anyway, I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got some work done. I've got to get some work done tonight to prepare for the ending of the show. You know what? I could use some company, and it's not like you were up to anything. Kat reached her hand up to me. I put my hand in hers on instinct. With her hand in mine, she pulled me with her to the library. Now you're probably wondering, why did I bring you here of all places? You like to read? Well, yes, but no. There's no internet for us goons, so here's where we store most of our information. Records of every single run of the show, building and security details, guard schedules, and most importantly, salary records. It's hidden in plain sight as regular books. You need to know how to decipher them, though. They're pretty useless to the average person. Interesting, and also a little unnecessary. Who here is going to read a book? Oh, I knew this. The state of education was bad, but not this bad. It still doesn't answer why you brought me here. Well, you see, I have this lovely chair and table here, so that I do so love to work on. And it's truly, truly exhausting for me to get up from this lovely arrangement to have to fetch each book I need to reference. So, you want me to grab your books for you so you can just stay here? I'm so glad you understand. And you know, I'm doing everything I can to keep you alive. And it's just a teeny tiny favor. I couldn't help but laugh at her mock pout. Sure, Kat, it's the least I can do. Yeah, sure. Great. Alright, to start, I need you to grab me the Princess of Avenrond, 100 easy recipes for a Philosopher's Stone, and I regret everything. This must be the 100th batch of books I've had to deliver. It's been hours. Seriously, whoever designed this system should be shot. I tried to read a few of the books I was delivering, but like Kat said, they just seemed like regular books. And that's a wrap. Thanks for the help, Natsu. I'll send you a thank you card for when you're off this island or something. At that rate, I don't know why some of the sentences in this is just, it doesn't feel correct to read. At that rate, that was pretty much slave labor. I like to think of it as more of unpaid charity work. You've got one last date tomorrow, don't mess it up. I'm curious, what's the first thing you're going to do when you're out of here? Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe try to figure out what my life was like before, who knows? That's as good a start as any. Well, I gotta get back to editing. Night, Natsu. See you, Kat. Guess I'll head back to my room and call it a night. And back to the dreams we go. The alarms were deafening. We planned for every possibility we could, but it wasn't enough. We made it to the ship, but it still wasn't enough. Our one saving grace, the ship, wouldn't start. Someone tampered with it, and there's no time to fix it. That's it then. I couldn't find the words to say. I love you. I love you too, Natsu. I wish we could have met anywhere but here. She held me in her arms with the last of her strength. All that's left to do is wait. Goodbye, love. Courting Call. Episode 6. Waking up next to Violet felt like waking up next to an angel. What? What? Waking up next to Violet? I'm sorry, is Violet in the bed with... We had walked back from the beach past midnight last night, so any rest we could get was very welcome. For several minutes, all I could do was watch her silver hair catch the sunlight. She was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Morning, Natsu. What? But then how, what was the conversation with Kat then? What? I'm confused. Morning to you too, Violet. Do you mind if we just perhaps stay here for a spell? Not one bit. Fantastic. She rolled herself towards me and hugged me with all of her strength. No take-backs. We lay together in bed all morning, enjoying each other's warmth and company. I don't want this moment to end. I simply cannot wait till we leave here together, Natsu. I mean, I'm pretty sure I was gonna choose you anyway, but what if I didn't? We will be the greatest partnership for all time. I need to try to make the next date not so nice with Tara. Maybe we'll see what happens. An empire like no other. I do like an ambitious woman. Ah, it's time for you to spend some time with another girl, no? Yeah, sorry about that. It's in the contract. It's no matter. To bicker about this would be fruitless. It's the very nature of the show. Do you entertain yourself with whoever today's date will be? I mean, wouldn't you know who it is? It's the only other person that is, like, part of this, right? But know that anything she could offer would pale to what a queen could. Wow. Damien. Well, look who crawled out of an economy class airplane toilet. Good morning to you too, Damien. Natsu, don't mind him. Damien was just telling me the news. Your ratings are doing really well so far. At this rate, I really think you'll make it out of here. That's great news. I wouldn't celebrate just yet. Just because if you've done well till now doesn't mean you won't jump the shark today. Your ratings today need to be higher than they've ever been, or you'll get axed. Axed literally. If I'm around when your numbers up, I guess we'll find that out together, won't we? Later. Okay, Damien. Or should I say Grell? Sorry about him. He can be a little mean sometimes. A murder threat is a little mean. Anyway, you ready for your last day with Tara? It's just this last date, then tomorrow it'll be the final ceremony. I'm ready as I'll ever be. Fantastic. Then we'll start filming right away. Good luck, Natsu. You'll need it. Thanks, Kat. I owe you one. It's time for my last day with Tara. Now the whole thing about the ratings. I don't know if it's a real thing or not, if it matters. Okay, I saved. Let's see what happens if... maybe I'll come back later. Zombies everywhere! You bolted up suddenly. Crazy dream? Crazy dream? No kidding, I dreamed that we all got turned into zombies. Luckily, there's no way that could ever happen. Did you go to bed late? Hell yeah, I spent all night working on the game. And I finished it too. Care to join me in testing it out? I'm sorry, I have to break your heart. Sure, I'd love it. It looked like the same game I had played before. What am I looking for? You'll see. I mean, is this just a video game background thing? Okay, we're not in the VR. What's the new event? As if on cue, a giant robotic pigeons flew from the sky and started to attack our avatars. Ah! Go ahead and save. Fight the pigeons. I ran towards the pigeons, preparing for a fight of a lifetime. Don't worry, I got you. Terry pulled out a gigantic can of pigeon repellent and started blasting away. Whoa, I think something's bugged. It's not working at all. Guess I gotta fix that. While Tara was laughing at her own mistake, I was being lifted into the sky by the pigeons. I think I'm screwed. Where are these pigeons taking me? I tried to move my avatar, but there is no way to resist the death grip of the robo-pigeon. Don't worry, they're about to fly into the territory of the maple syrup dragon. The what? Uh-oh. The screen lit up with a blast of flying maple syrup. I never thought I'd say something like that, but here we are. The maple syrup slammed into the pigeons and forcefully struck their wings together. Stuck their wings together, probably? As a consequence, they started to fall to the ground at breakneck speed. Save me, I hadn't saved yet. I knew I forgot something. I forgot to add the ability to save. I'll have to write that down. As Tara took notes, I rapidly fell to my doom. I'm happy for you, but if you could just for a minute. My avatar smacked into the ground, pigeon first, and instantly died on impact. Wait, so in the game you play as pigeons? Oh man, I had so much stuff. Is there at least a respawn mechanic? I've never died before in this game. Of course. Just hit the retry button. I pressed the button and watched the world around me reset to the village, sans the giant beast of death. Except now, the village seemed 10 times bigger than before. Wait, when did the village get so big? And then it dawned on me. Wait, it's not the village that got big. I got small. I took a more careful look at my avatar. I was a pigeon again. Didn't you just say that about... Okay, whatever. I sighed deeply. At the same time, Tara was giggling like a child. We spent a few more hours testing out the rest of the game's new features. Thankfully, there were no more pigeon Easter eggs. There's one last thing I want to test out, if that's okay. Will it end with me getting turned into a pigeon? No. Just come with me. I followed her avatar to the cabin we shared in the woods. When we got there, she turned around, walked up to me, and held out an item I've never seen before. Oh no. Ring of You're Pretty Cool. God dang. This game is really tearing my heart out, huh? Let me try to explain. I came onto the show with no idea of what it was about. Personally, I thought it was stupid at first, but hanging out with you has been so much fun. I've never really got to work on my hobbies with anybody till I met you. Honestly, I've never had someone to share all my crazy shit with, but you're different. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, you're pretty cool, and I hope we can keep doing this, even after the show is over. I don't want to... Sounds like a plan. I gotta say, you caught me off guard. You've caught me off guard with this. Why is that? You giving this ring to me, well, it could be a little misleading. You're not making any sense. We laughed together, then walked back to the mansion with a spring on our step. We played the day away without a care in the world. Well, that's enough gaming for today. You up for a movie date? Sure, what do you want to watch? How about... Whoa. And then I saw something I'd never seen before, and would never see again. The sky outside rapidly turned from orange to black as if it were water being drowned in the darkest ink. What? Then the bright sun in the sky went out like a candle in the wind. Whoa, what's going on? She held my hand tight. I could feel that she was scared. I didn't have a chance to respond before I heard a rush of footsteps coming towards us in the dark. Something isn't right. Oh no. We were surrounded. A familiar voice cut through the short silence of me holding my breath. I'm sorry, Natsu. You just didn't make the cut. We've got to get out of here. Just make it quick, please. Natsu, I'm scared. What's happening? I clasped her hand as tight as I could. We need to get out of here. Come on. I didn't even make 3 steps before I was tackled down and cuffed behind my back. Natsu, hold on, I yelled at her to run, but she came back to try to help me. Tara, you've got to get out of here. She screamed. They must have got her. It was no use. Even though she was right in front of me, I was powerless to get even an inch closer. They tackled her down in an instant. I heard the click of the cuffs as they dragged her away. I struggled with everything I had to get up to save her, to run, for what felt like an eternity. Then, nothing. What? What? I woke up on an operating table, the kind you'd see in a nightmare. Blood splattered on the floor and the walls, the smell of disinfectant and rotting flesh. There was a nearby table littered with metal instruments that could make anybody talk. My first instinct was to get up and get off this table as fast as possible, but my neck, hands, and legs were cuffed and pinned down in thick metal braces. I tried to force myself out with all my strength, but the braces didn't so much as budge. Hello? What's going on? Where am I? Tara, you there? All I heard back were echoes of my own screams. Wherever I was, this place must be massive. Hey, Natsu. Don't walk up so casually. Kat was holding some kind of helmet, with thick wires extruding from the back of it. Whoops. Don't worry, Tara is doing fine. She's just taking a little nap. Kat, what's going on? You got to help me. I was just on my date with Tara when everything went dark and these guys fucking kidnapped us, and... I know, Natsu, I know. She sighed. You did good, but not good enough. That's pretty much it. Would it make you feel better to hear that you're the best one yet? I don't care, get me out of here! At this point, there's no point explaining. She placed the helmet on my head carefully. Even if I wanted to stop her from doing so, the brace around my neck made it impossible to maneuver. Please, Cat, don't do this. I could hear the hum of a massive generator turning on behind me. She raised her hand, revealing a trigger switch with a single red button. I just want to get out of here. I want to get back to my life, whatever it is, please. Not today, Natsu. She pressed it. The sound of crashing waves, a world without time or color. I'm back. This time as if I'm sitting in an audience, watching myself from afar. The escape had failed. I'd been separated from her and captured. We really never had a chance, did we? I find myself praying that she's safe. If anything happened to her, for a moment the world exploded with color. What? Always the hero, aren't you, Natsu? What did you do to her? You should be more worried about yourself. You knew the rules. If you tried to escape the island, you die. It didn't have to be like this, but you... I'm done talking. Goodbye, Natsu. Oh, will you look at that? Looks like our little hero's got some life left in them. You know what, Natsu? You're in luck. Usually, I'd just kill you for this, but a new opportunity just opened up, and I think you'd be the perfect fit. Hey, don't just lie there. Just 5 more minutes. You're the star of the show. You can't just sleep through it. Watch me. This is the start of it. I'm just gonna skip. Oh wait, luckily we've got your name on file this time. Let's skip that. My name's Kat, it's nice to meet you. You're the star of the show. How on earth did I get into this mess? Stuck on an island in the middle of nowhere and staying dating a show from hell. From what Kat said, I'm dead meat if I can't finish the show with that, with a fiance, or the ratings aren't high enough. None of the girls on the show know the truth, and if they find out, they'd kill all of us. Why can't I wake up with no? Why couldn't I wake up with no memories in a regular hospital like a regular drama protagonist? At least the girls seem nice. Allie's quite something. Something tells me she'll be hard to keep up with, and that's not just from losing a race to her in the field. Scarlett's interesting. I've still got no idea if she was trying to read the magazine or the book behind it. I'll figure that out later. Sarah marches to the beat of her own drum like I did. I like that. Violet's cool and so many. Okay, yep. Yeah, we basically know all this. Oh, hello, Arrow Sparkle. Thank you for the follow. Anything the last. Yeah. We've seen all this. Time to explain the rules of the show. Yep. So already have. Yeah. So do we get to choose again, or is it basically just repeating, or interesting game name? Yes, it is an interesting game itself. She pulled me aside. Wait, this is different. This should be far enough. Is this different? Basically everybody but Tara and Violet. What's that? Oh, wait. Wait, what? But really I only want you to be asking 3 of them. Basically everybody but Tara and Violet. Oh. Now how important it is to get higher ratings, right? I don't really have a choice, do I? Nope. Glad we're on the same page, not to. Without further ado. Okay. That's kind of cool. Huh. I thought it was just going to be a way to get, like, more replay value out of this. But the replay value is added into the actual just regular game. So that's interesting. So let's go Scarlet. Are we gonna do Scarlet and Yui this time? Maybe? It didn't take long to find Scarlet. She found me first. She had just burst through my door and was trying to catch her breath as she slammed it shut behind her. Natsu, thank God you're okay. Oh my God. What's going on, Scarlet? Long story short, I experimented with some of the local fauna on the island earlier. There's really nothing like it. It's really incredible. And I messed up my intro with you earlier, and whoa, slow down. So she was reading a book that had no, she was reading a magazine with a book under it with another magazine behind that. We don't know what that other magazine was. She ran off. I made a new chemical compound that causes amnesia. That's amazing. That's not something you hear every day. The cool thing is, applying just the right amount to a person can make them forget specific things. Who they are, how to write, anything. The bad thing is... Ow! Something slammed into the door outside. I almost jumped up from the surprise. Gimme brains and bananas! Applying too much turns people into rabid monkey zombies, hell-bent on eating human brains. And bananas. Dear God, not the bananas. The door slammed again. It sounded like it was about to be knocked down. We need to get out of here and fast. Not number 4. 4 busted through the door and blocked our only exit. Give me brains and bananas. I'll get him out of the way. It'll give you time to run. I've got a better idea. Scarlet blasted 4 with the white powder, covering his face entirely. What? He flailed wildly for a few seconds, then fell to the ground, unconscious. What was that? Let's just say 4 is seeing all the bananas he wants now, and we'll leave it at that. Follow me. We ran outside of the mansion as fast as we could. How did this even happen? Oh, I was afraid you'd ask that. I heard from Tara that you lost your memories, and I wanted to see if I could help get them back. So I may have experimented on the Brothers 5 to see if I could erase their memories and bring them back. That's so nice, but also kind of, like, maybe don't be doing that to people. I must have done the numbers wrong. I added way too much. I didn't realize their brains were so empty in the first place. In a weird way, that's really sweet, Scarlet. Thanks. Crazy, but still, thanks. I'll fix this, I swear. I just need time to make an antidote. Luckily, I left my tools and supplies pretty near here. We can stay there till I've got an antidote. Sounds like a plan. Lead the way. Wait, where are the other girls? Do you think they're still inside? They're actually trapped inside the library right now. Oh shit. We've got to go back and save them. I don't know how to say this, but I accidentally turned them into zombies too. Why are you turning everyone into zombies, Scarlet? I shouldn't have picked you. Yeah. I made the wrong choice. But they were a little bit much, so I locked them in the library. We're doomed, aren't we? Scarlet and I passed the time talking about the craziness that was going on and coming up with a plan to save everybody. She seemed to be quite frazzled, despite seeming so put together. But I could tell she really did care about the infected. Not enough to prevent this from happening in the first place, but enough. I watched her build a machine that she insists can turn them back into normal, but looking at it, I can't help but be a little skeptical. Alright, it's showtime. You really think this will work? You bet. I made it after all. Looks like the coast is clear here. We walked to the outside of the library undetected, but we definitely weren't alone in here. Alright, it's time to save our friends. Raids. They're coming right at us. Nothing to worry about. Oh my god. Of course, what does it look like I'm doing? It looks like you're shooting them. What the hell? I take my eyes off the camera for 1 second and there's zombies in the house. Not for much longer, promise. We spent the rest of the day administering the antidote to each person. Each of them knocked out as soon as we... You can stop shooting them, I think, Scarlet. God dang. Not quite the first date you expected, huh? No? Not any kind of date I expected. You can say that again. It was definitely a first, though. Kat told me to make a date exciting. I had to get your heart racing. I think that's for the wrong kind, Scarlet. I don't think that's what she meant. I think I did a pretty good job at that. Yeah. Not the correct kind. Something tells me this woman is full of more surprises. Okay. Is it too late to switch my choice? I stumbled back to my room and plopped onto my bed. Could be coming at this hour. I shuffled over in a haze. Hey there, Natsu. Sorry to bother you this late. It's usually weekend cat. Okay. Can I just skip this? Cause is this all just the same stuff again? Blah 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 blah. Less zombies. Let's go ahead and save. I'd rather go on a second date with... Yeah, alright. I wonder what happens. So, what do the girls remember? Do they maybe just think that I don't know. Sound of waves. Hey, I can hear her call out to me within the... Is it the same? This is all the same. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all the same. Okay, so who do we pick? What are the odds of that? I think I dreamt the same thing. As did I. She locked us in the library, then shot us to pieces. Whoa, that's the same dream I had. What do you think made you all dream up that? Either way, it was just a dream. Ha ha ha. Yui used mean glare. It's super effective. Come now. There's no point in getting upset at someone at what... There's no point of getting... Jeez. There's no point getting upset at someone at what they did in a dream. You're right, Violet. And yet... I seem to remember you being there too, Natsu. Oh man, how am I going to talk my way out of this one? Some way or another, Scarlet and I managed to convince everybody it was a crazy coincidence. At least I think we did. Violet was skeptical. Naturally, she had every right to be. Everything she dreamed really did happen. Let's hope this wasn't the kind of dream that comes back again. Well, you can just skip all this, blah blah blah. I guess Yui? Made a bet with 4, you choose Yui today. Great choice, Natsu. I knew I could count on you. Alright. Let's get the show on the road. The forest to the north of the house was serene as could be. With each step forward, I felt the soft earth give way beneath my feet and the wind caress my skin. Green as far as the eye can see, and her in a flowing white dress standing in the middle of it all. Hey there, Natsu. What you doing all the way out here? I was looking for you. I was hoping we could spend some time together. Then consider me the luckiest girl in the whole world. You had the cutest giggle, the kind that instantly put a smile on your face. Imagine if this is a whole thing is just a setup from her trying to get with me. Like, I can never make it out of here unless she's the one that I choose or something. Care to join me for a walk? I'd like that. Started walking down the forest path together. I couldn't help but be fascinated by her hair flowing like water in the wind. I doubt you remember, but I'm from way out in the country. I grew up surrounded by animals, nature, you name it. It was just me and my grandma, my 2 little brothers, and the alpacas. Alpacas? And my bunnies, Bun and Bun Bun. And the chickens, and too many farm animals to count. to answer your question from earlier, nature takes me back home. Do you still live there? Yep, wouldn't have it any other way. Though, I had moved to the city for a bit way back when. You know, that's when I met you. How do we meet? Well, you know, one thing I hated about the city is that everyone's in a rush. People just walk by each other as if they're obstacles to get past, instead of, well, people. I came to the city alone, didn't know left from right. And I got lost. I swear every building looks the same. You can say that again. I try to ask people for directions to where I would live, or where the school was, but no one would give me the time of day. Except for you. I helped you. Yeah, you didn't even know me, but you took the time to help me figure my way around. Gosh, I had never been so embarrassed in my life. Why are you embarrassed? You know, shy. Something suspicious. We found out later that we went to the same high school, but we never talked too much after that. Whoops. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh, it's not your fault, Natsu. I had to move back home pretty soon after anyway. Well, I'm happy I'm getting a second chance to get to know you better, Yui. I feel the same way, Natsu. You're just like how I remembered. Well, actually, the whole trying to date 5 girls at the same time came out of nowhere, but life is full of surprises, I guess. It shouldn't take long to remove them from the What? Sure. It's just a joke. Sure. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll go along with that. Okay. Apparently I was always ending up in trouble back then. Guess not much has changed. Something about Yui made it so easy to open up. I found myself almost telling her the truth about the show several times. Even though I couldn't tell her the whole truth, I could just tell her enough of what was worrying me to make me feel at home and at ease. Whatever's getting you down, I'm sure it'll be okay. No matter what, I'm on your side, Natsu. I'm a little worried about that. I was about to enter my room when I felt a familiar tap on my shoulder. It's you. Okay. Is there a skip option? Skip. Skip. Okay, there's not a skip option. Even though we've seen all this. Oh, I guess things are a little bit different, but pretty much the same. Save. Honestly, neither of them. They're both pretty crazy. I guess we'll just go Scarlet. I'm just gonna skip a lot of this. Sometimes the most precious moments are the most mundane. So the two of us spending the evening together in the games room, reading a book at the same time, watching her rage against. Oh, wait. Can I? Is that what was going on? Life is good. It's time like these where you wish you could always be this ordinary with you. I love this woman so much. So the dreams are different now. That was a dream about I'm terrible with names. With one of the other girls, the first girls that we went with. Oh wow, there's all kinds of flowers here that I've never seen before. Really? You've never seen a tulip? Grandma and I only grew, however you say that, back home, so nope. This girl. Tara, that's right. Not even on the internet? And I thought I had to get out more. I can believe that. The only flowers I ever work with are Venus flytraps. So what do you do with those? Well, we do a lot of experiments at the lab. At the lab? What lab do you work at? Don't you ever find yourself thinking, wouldn't it be cool to make a Venus flytrap that could walk and talk? That sounds terrifying. What are you talking about, Scarlet? I picked you as my favorite. I made a mistake. That's whatever. She ran away 2 years ago. Wait, what? Wait. Cast the same day too. What? Tea's ready. Cool. Let's move along. I got a cup for everybody. The worked up my appetite. I have prepared some treats for us. Found cat in the same place you found me yesterday. Morning. Yeah. We've seen all this, right? Thought somebody would ask, so let me explain. Chosen will make the yeah. Blah 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 blah. Wait. Oh wait. Oh. Wait. Oh wait. So I spend time with all three of the girls now? The other three? Huh. Okay. Interesting. Where is this place at? I thought we were stuck at the mansion. Let me go ahead and delete these. I guess we don't need them. Okay. I will be right back. Give me a moment. Where? I'll just leave this music on. Okay. I was gonna put something else. Okay. I will be right back. Give me like 5 minutes. All right. Hello. Let's get back to this craziness. How I let Ali talk me into this, I'll never know. Sure this is a good idea? There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Ali grabbed my hand and pulled me towards the slope of the hill. Relax, Natsu. What's the worst that could happen? Well, I could die. Would it be too much to ask to be on a TV show that didn't end up with me dead? Don't worry, I've got you. Oh shit. Ali slipped on her rollerblades, pulling me down the hill with her. Oh no, we're rollerblading? I tried to step back on reflex, but it was all I could do to stand up with the rollerblades. We started rolling down the hill faster and faster and faster. Ali was rolling down the hill backwards at full speed. I could see panic in her eyes. I couldn't figure out how to stop. We were going faster and faster. I screamed. Ali laughed and pointed at me. Gosh, your face is priceless. I love it. Ali turned around effortlessly and somehow glided next to me, without ever having letting go of my hand. Our breakneck pace became slower and slower as she steered us back and forth repeatedly. Before I knew it, we were gliding down the road smoothly. The wind felt so nice. Now you've got the hang of it. You've got a funny way of teaching. The best way to teach a bird is to fly. The best way to teach a bird to fly is throwing it off a cliff, no? That's definitely a way of looking at it. Don't worry about it. You weren't ever in danger. Have you been rollerblading for a long time? Nope. I actually just learned how to today. What was that about never being in danger? Shh. You're quite the daredevil, aren't you? What gave that away? She laughed as she slapped me on the back. You know, you're a pretty quick learner. You picked up rollerblading almost as fast as I did. Well, I've got a pretty great teacher. It's a lot of fun hanging out with you, Ali. Shucks, I feel the same way, Natsu. It's great to be around someone willing to go on an adventure. The world's gone crazy. We're all gonna die. You might as well be around people that make life worth living. I couldn't say it better myself. Because I'm probably gonna die a lot sooner than you do, Ali. If the show doesn't do well. You know, I bet you can't skate backwards. Ali reversed and started skating backwards as if to taunt me. Oh, why's that? I just think it's a bit too scary for a person who screams when they start going down a little bump. I don't think that was a bump. It was a giant hill, wasn't it? I'm Natsu and I can't handle a little bump. Ah, help me! Come on, it was a hill. Yeah. I felt a fire light inside me. Bring it on, Ali. Oh, are you sure? Did I stutter? There comes a time in every person's life where we know we're taking a stupid bet, but do it anyway. With the power of misplaced confidence and adrenaline, I jumped high into the air. And did a backflip? Wait, am I doing a flip or is the world flipping? I'm not sure. Then it dawned on me. Yeah, I didn't go so. Oh. No, I won't let you kill Natsu. What is happening? Going to wish we had. What? The hell? You're up. You're okay, Natsu. Try not to move. You're a little banged up right now, but you'll be just fine in no time. Kat and I treated your injuries pretty well, if I do say so myself. What happened? You, well, skated backwards. You're definitely skating quite, liberally, huh? How'd I get here? I carried you here. You carried me all the way. Okay. Oh man, my head. Take it easy. It's only been a few hours since you KO'd yourself. Well, it's sort of my fault, but I made you some food. It should help get your strength back up real quick. Thanks, Ali. That's really nice of you. Don't expect something that Violet would make. All I can promise is that the food is probably healthier than my last suggestion before you knocked yourself out. I'll take my chances. I took a bite of the food cautiously. God, I'm dying. For a moment, Ali was wide-eyed with shock and horror. I'm just messing with you. The food's delicious. Thanks, Ali. I just figured I'd get a little bit of payback. You know, no one forced you to jump. She laughed and slapped me on the shoulder, then ran her hand through my hair and scratched it. I found myself smiling and admiring the blue of her eyes. I'm looking forward to our next adventure, Natsu. But promise not to be too stupid again, okay? I'll try my best, but people can't help do stupid things to impress a pretty girl. I guess impressed is what we'll call it. We spent the rest of the day making fun of each other for how stupid we were being. Somehow, someway, Allie could take the ordinary and turn it into an adventure. I was laughing so hard that I could barely feel any pain. Well, that's nice. Before I knew it, it was nighttime. After a day's date, I went for a short walk outside the mansion. Hey, Natsu. Hey, Cat. I was wasting any time. Let's get back to editing. Who's Allie? Oh, wait. So, was it because I didn't pick Yui as my favorite that I got to choose a different date with someone else? Though I've known her for less time, I think I like Allie more than Scarlet now. I can't wait to see her again. You really do change your mind like the wind, huh? Doesn't matter to me, though. I'm your... Well, how do you mean changing my mind? I was never on a date with her before. I could only change my mind now. I couldn't have picked her before. I didn't have the option to. Anyway, I have good news that you might be interested in. What's that? My plan was a success. Having 3 soulmate candidates has worked magic for our ratings. Which, of course, means the show will go on. That's awesome. So I'm safe now? Just for now. Yeah, just for now. Until they eventually kill me and wipe my memories again. It's time for phase 2. On the next 3 days, you'll go on a second date with each Scarlet, Yui, and Allie. Just imagine how much higher our ratings would be if our viewers got to see even more of their favorites falling in love. Just imagine that sweet ad revenue rolling in. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Sounds good to you? Sounds like a plan to me. Good, that's what I like to hear. Tomorrow morning, I'll be asking you who you want to have your first second date with. Put some thought into it. Sometimes the order of content is just as important as the content itself for ratings. Will do, thanks, Kat. No biggie, I gotta get back to work. So I'll see you later. I waved goodbye as she walked away from the mansion. Guess it's time to turn in for the night. Borrowed a boat and went for a cruise around the island. I love the way the wind feels. Why is that? Feels like freedom. Can't get enough of it. No cameras, no people, nothing to stop me from... She pulled me close and kissed me on the lips. For a moment, time stopped, and we were the only 2 people that existed. Doing what I want. I smiled. I'm pretty sure we don't need to be all the way out here just for a kiss. I guess you're right. After all, it's hotter if people are watching. Huh? Who is this person? The sounds of waves grows louder and louder, threatening to pull me back into reality. Will I know you before I'm taken under? I heard what happened yesterday. Are you okay? No worries. I'm good. Thanks, Yui. So relieved. Should you not be resting after... Wait, what? After yesterday? Nah, no need. I've only got a few scrapes and bruises. I'm surprised the both of you aren't dead after what you pulled. Believe me too? What? Oh, believe me too. Wait, what? I mean, no worries, Scarlet. I've been rollerblading for longer than most people have ever. Technically, that's probably true, but you should teach us how to rollerblade, Allie. It seems like it'd be fun. You sure, Tara? I feel like that might not be a good idea. What's the worst that could happen? I like your attitude, girl. Come on, let's hit the road. Allie grabbed Tara's hand and pulled her away. Did you not see what happened to me? That's the worst that could happen. Probably worse than that. Sometime later. Hey Tara, how was skating? There's no words. I think Allie broke Tara. Scarlet waved her hands frantically in front of Tara's face, as if to check if anyone was still in there. Tara, you there? Hey Tara, the internet's back. I guess nobody's home. Is there a medic on the island? Wait a minute, I made a new serum the other day. That might just be the thing to no more. No more, Scarlet. No more serums and injections and experiments. Hold on. Are you talking about the thing that turned everyone into zombies? Well, I just think one field test really isn't enough to. It wasn't one field test. It was tested on everyone here. Tried to stop her from administering it, but it was too late. Me brains, bananas. Oh, yep. You have the antidote. Just kidding. Luckily, Tara ended up being okay. We spent the rest of the morning playing video games as therapy for Tara. Morning, Natsu. Congrats, you made it to the 4th day. You're the person, not 1, not 2, but 3 soulmate candidates. Who'd have thought? Granted, soulmate candidates don't really exist, but hey, we'll edit that part out. You should be really proud of yourself. I can't tell if you're being serious or not. I'll leave that for you to guess. Anyway, between your 3 lucky romantic interests, Scarlet, Yui, and Allie, who do you want to spend today with? Let's go ahead and save. So we just spent time with Allie, so let's go with Scarlet. Keep it in order. Making zombies doesn't count as a red flag. I'd love to see what your dating handbook looks like. That's none of my. I have to go on a date with all of them again, don't I? I think Scarlet somewhere around the mansion will follow you. I found Scarlet out for a stroll outside the mansion. She seemed a little down. Hey Scarlet, you doing okay? Ah, jeez. Ah, it's just you, Natsu. You almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's not your fault. I'm just a bit on edge after the whole zombie date thing. Whatever it was. I guess I'm feeling a little sad about all that. Why? You saved everybody. We wouldn't have needed to save everybody if it wasn't for me. Save? At least you fixed the situation. You don't have bananas zombies running around anymore. Without your help, they'd still be running rampant. Still, they wouldn't have been running rampant in the first place if it wasn't for me. Well, that's true, but hey, it makes for great TV. Which inadvertently is pretty good for keeping me alive. But I'll keep that quiet for now. Besides, you did it because you were trying to help me get my memories back. That means more to me than I can say. I'm sorry I couldn't do it. If it's okay with you, I'll try again, and I'm sure this time... Let's not worry about that for now. Thanks, though. I appreciate it. For now, I just want to get to know you better, Scarlet. We got interrupted last time, to say the least. Care to join me in making up for some lost time? That would be fantastic. There's somewhere I'd like to go if that's okay with you. Lead the way. You won't regret it. At least I think you won't. Should I be worried? Yes, we should all be worried. She grabbed my hands and pulled me along with her. Who could say no to a girl who could turn you into a zombie? I can. Behold! There's a nightclub in the mansion. There is now. I made it myself. How did you make a nightclub? What? Excuse me. Granted, I use it more as a testing ground than a real nightclub, but the staff really wanted something to blow off steam in. And okay, I cheated a little bit. I made a robot that made the nightclub for me. Got it. But it still counts. I think you're probably the first person ever to say something like that. Also, I didn't know you knew how to build robots. That's amazing. Hell yeah, it's cool. I get the feeling that building things to make people happier was what I enjoyed the most before I came here. What do you mean by that? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Actually, maybe you're the one person who would. Maybe it's worth a shot. Could she be like me? There's so much of my life I can't remember for some reason. I couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. There was also a lot of broken people after the war in New Asia. Not just broken bones and missing limbs, but shattered minds. People trapped in their own heads. I was told I had a gift for research, a gift that might help those people be able to reclaim their lives. So I finished school early and got my PhD. I led a task force dedicated to helping the survivors. We helped them forget their most painful and most traumatic memories, and move on. It was my life's work, you know, but now, I can't remember what it was, how it worked, if we even got anywhere with our research. To be completely honest, I can't really remember how I got here either. I'm sorry to ask, but how on earth did that happen? If I knew before, I definitely don't know now. Maybe testing got dangerous and I wasn't willing to test on someone else. Maybe I don't know. Crazy thing is, I went from that to being on some kind of dating show. What the hell? I guess it does sound pretty weird. And the idea of getting married in 1 week? Who wrote this? An idiot? That's funny. I couldn't help but laugh. But what do I have? What do I even have to lose at this point? I wouldn't look at it like that. Wait, what? I wouldn't look at it that way. I can't remember anything either, but I'm alive. As long as I'm alive, I've got everything to lose and everything to gain. An optimist, huh? That's worth something. I guess you'd understand better than anyone. What do you plan to do after this is all over? Honestly, I don't know. I want my memories back, but if I can't get them back, I just try to make the best of things. That's some plan. I'm still working on the details. I'm still working the details out. Give me a break. At least you remember some things. I can't even remember my name at first. You got me beat there. We talked for hours about how we both felt about our situations. The good things, the bad things, about forgetting who you are. We laughed about forgetting the embarrassing moments that probably plagued others for a lifetime. We lamented the moment that truly made the life worth living. The moments that made your life unique. It's nice to have someone that understands. You know, I've got a silly idea if you're interested. Let's hear it. Getting engaged in a week is stupid, and a person who'd agree to that is even stupider than that. But I think I'd say yes if it were you, not to. If only to see where life goes with someone like you. That's... Shh, let me finish. Regardless of who you ask on the last day, I'd like to be your friend in the times to come. If you'll be mine, I can't remember the last time I had a friend to just talk to about how I feel. I think this was the first time that I felt a little better about what happened. I'd want you to feel better about the past too. I don't want you to feel alone in this world. It's sad enough, you know? And maybe I'm just being foolish, but who knows? Maybe if we're still in each other's lives after all this, we'll be able to help each other take back the lives we wanted. What do you say? I was thinking the same thing, Scarlett. I'm glad. But, how to say, I'd still prefer it if you pick me. What can I say? I'm a bit competitive. On second thought, I'm very competitive. Just saying, but out of all the girls, I'm the best educated, had the most illustrious career, won first place in the National New Asian Science Exhibition, and I laughed out loud as she listed her accomplishments one by one. She made angry faces at me in mock anger. But most of all, I want you to have a happy life, and I think someone else might get it wrong. We spent the rest of the evening enjoying each other's company. The laughter and smiles never stopped. She never let go of my hand during our walk. That's nice. She's not too bad. She's just a little crazy. Not as crazy, but a little crazy. I was feeling a bit restless after today's day. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we've had this stuff. Relaxing on the sofa. Hey, they're not too care for a glass or five. Let's see where this goes. Sure. Now that's what I'm talking about. She handed me a glass and poured it until it was full. Whoa, maybe a little too much. What's life without a few risks? Long. Much like your remaining lifespan. Kat filled her glass to the brim and downed it in one go. She laughed and lightly jabbed me. Felt like I was finally getting to see her real smile. Kat started chugging down the bottle. You okay? I work on a TV show that kills innocent people for shits and giggles. How okay do you think I could be? You might want to stop drinking that. You're more of a buzzkill than Damien, and I don't know how that's possible. He's killed people with buzzsaws. Sorry not to, I didn't mean that. That's okay, Kat, no worries. Now that you mention it, how did you end up working here anyways? Oh, you know, the old career fair down the block. She laid down on the sofa. If you're here for the daily interview, where I ask you about your day, I already have enough footage for today. As strange as it might sound, Kat, I'm here because I'm worried about you. And why's that? People who chug a whole bottle of wine in one night usually aren't in the best place. Worry about yourself not to. If you knew some of the things I'd done to survive, you wouldn't be trying to comfort me. From what it sounds like, no one really has any choice. You just focus on being a ratings magnet for your dates. You just focus on being a ratings magnet on your dates. I'll be fine. Thanks, Natsu. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone. Good night, Kat. Don't stay up too late. Great. The walking corpse is giving me advice on how to live now. Do I really look that bad right now? Good night, cat. I hurried along. Now hold on just a... What? If only I could escape this island as easily as I could from a very, very drunk cat. Wait a minute. If Cat's drunk, then who's making sure today's episode is good? Something tells me I'm not going to sleep very well tonight. Two of us were lying down in a grassy field, watching the world pass us by. Where would you want to go when we're out of here? The countryside. Seems like it'd be the only place nowadays that you can get some peace and quiet. It does sound nice. Would you come with me? I know it's not for everybody, and it's missing a lot of the... You don't even have to ask, love. Of course I'm coming with you. We're a team, right? We're a team. She moved closer. I held her tight in my arms. Mom would have loved you. I wish you would have had the chance to meet her. I know. We'll make sure our kid gets a chance to meet theirs, though. Her face turned bright red. Say that after we're actually engaged. See how embarrassed she gets. You mean it? Every word. You're sweet. Not as sweet as you. So, is that supposed to be a memory of Yui? The next day I woke to the sound of explosion outside. I ran outside as fast as I could. What the? The first thing I saw was Scarlet and black smoke emanating from the ground near her. What did she do now? Hey Scarlet, you okay? I'm pretty good, all things considered. I've been experimenting again on trying to bring back people's memories. Just leave it alone. Without the whole monkey zombie bit. I figured if you and I ever, well, you know, I'd want us to know everything about each other. No secrets. I like that, Scarlet. Thanks. I'll let you know if I make any progress with that. I gotta clean this up. Give me a minute and then we'll head into the forest. I've been meaning to spend some time there since I got to this island. Sounds good by me. Wait, isn't this the area from the game? This is just the forest outside? Okay. We walked together through the forest hand in hand. Talking about things we do after we got off this island. Talking about everything and anything. After we're off this island, whatever happens, do you maybe want to catch a movie together? Sure, but why a movie? You can laugh, but there's a part of me that just wants to be a regular girl for a day. That's something I could never forget. And I'd like it if I could be that way with you. What do you say? I'd like that. Yay! Scarlet did a little dance of happiness. We spent the rest of the morning together in the woods, enjoying each other's company. Maybe a little more than that. Ooh, spicy! Somehow, in the middle of it all, I forgot what kind of show I was on in the first place. It was just me and her. In this moment, more than ever, I was glad to be alive. Good morning, Cat. I've been looking for you. Not so loud, please. My head's killing me from all that wine last night. Oh, we had this conversation, but for some reason, in the first around, we didn't actually get to see it last night. Scene for you know how promotion ended, right? Anyway, back to brass tacks. You should say seconds. Okay, let's go with Yui. Go ahead and save. Elite and elite. I should have made another bet with 4. Anyway, Yui's somewhere in the fields behind the mansion. I'll be filming as usual. Get a move on. And here's where I'm going to be stopping today's stream. A lot of reading. My throat is sore, and I am tired. I don't talk this much usually. So, I will be back on possibly tomorrow, maybe around the same time, 9 o'clock Pacific time, 9 p.m. I will probably... Yeah, okay, so tomorrow, Around 9 o'clock possibly, I will post on my Twitter, Kitsune Natsu. Go follow me there. And I will be playing the first Uncharted game. I've never played it. I've never played Uncharted 1 and 2. And I want to get through at least the first game before the movie comes out. I've heard kind of not great things about the movie, but I want to see it anyway. I like Tom Holland. I like Mark Wahlberg, even though I don't think he's a good choice for Sully. But I want to see it. Here, let me do that, and then no. God dang it. Why is it? What? Give me a minute. Why is it so hard to find this? Here we go. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow to play Uncharted at 9 p.m. Pacific time. And then I will probably be playing that every day, maybe, unless things going on, because I need to finish it in like 3 days. So we'll see what happens if I'm able to do that. And then next week I'll probably get back to Sifu, maybe, or I'll just continue playing the next Uncharted game. That might be what I do. We'll see, I guess. But thank you everyone for hanging out and watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Whoop.